I was gonna say it's not just her. It's like apparently like something with that floor or like the staff on that floor. It's like it seems like it's like an ethnic thing. Like so, like we have like problems with like.
So basically, what you're saying, these white bitches are afraid of a strong black man.
Basically. Or black. It's more because it's like EVS is mostly like Hispanic people.
Giovanni.
Giovanni's actually
Lewis.
Wait, they separate people by floors by like they segregate the hospital.
All the Sanchez's
are
on
because you would never know. You're
honestly,
always in the.
That's what it seems like. Honestly, it's like food service is a lot of like
secret
teens,
racism.
but it's like more so. There's like maybe one white kid. No,
I
two
know,
or three like white people in the food service.
Send Joe to the hospital, and then he'll be in with the white people and be like secret invasion.
And then
what?
EVS is mostly black people and Hispanics, more so Hispanics.
What were your words last night? What is it? What is the point of being half white if I can't?
I'll take your rights, freedom, something like that.
Yeah, what's the point of being half white if I can't take away anyone's rights? Yeah. Oh, bars. Damn, I didn't realize that kind of rhymed.
Are you recording?
Of course I am. I'm not letting Wheezy Wheaties happen again. No, I had known Carl for like one day, and we were in Wegmans, which this was my first time in Wegmans. And this was 10 years ago. We're not starting that. Don't start that shit. I was saying that while I was cleaning the toilet the other day. I was just cleaning the toilet. Shame. And then some weird white guy came and whipped his dick out. You know that was your favorite part. That shit was hilarious.
The pettiness.
We'll talk about that later. But no, so we're in Wegmans trying to get cereal or whatever. Our moms are talking and we're just hanging out. Carl all of a sudden just looks at a cereal box and just starts spitting bars out of nowhere. Just
I don't remember
out of
any
his
of
brain
this.
mind, out of nowhere, pulling them out of his ass. And they're amazing. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like he was pretending to be Lil Wayne. And for some reason, all his bars fit. And then he just forgets them. Like so, literally within 2 hours, I'm like, do it again. Actually, no. 2 hours later, it was 10 years ago, so our brains were a little bit better. You were able to do it again, but then the next day, I was like, okay, we have a recording thing, we can go ahead. And he's just like, and I'm like, really, dude? It's like watching the money just flush down the drain. Joe, you flushing money?
Like EA and Activision?
EA and Activision. Oh my
well,
God.
I guess technically we all flush money.
Do we?
Yeah. Because apparently white people like pee porn, and you could just be recording yourself peeing and then make money. So I guess technically we're all.
Bruh.
How did that become a thing?
Pee porn. Well, I mean,
I just told you.
I was about to say, I'm like, talking about pee porn or white people paying for weird shit.
Both.
I feel like they both go very far back.
I was saying more so the pee porn thing.
It's probably someone way back in the day was just like, I'm peeing outside, and somebody walked in front of it, and they were like, oh my God, you walked in my stream, and then someone in the corner just watching everybody was just like, it's almost exactly how that happened. Like, okay, I just became the weirdest person in the universe.
No.
Actually, no,
I can't say that. I can't say that. We all know where it came from. R. Kelly.
Bro.
Haters
It came from a black man.
R. Kelly could solve all of America's problems if he just pees on Trump himself.
What?
Trump wouldn't have to go to like Russia or whatever to get peed on.
Is that why he's so orange?
Possibly. You just didn't. You think he just didn't wash after?
Probably.
Yeah, you saying Trump is a nasty nigga?
Of course
he is. All right, I'm liking it.
Would you mind having a surprise guest on this?
Yeah, sure.
He's very short and very tan.
Is that Cholo Boy swag?
Is it Cash?
Babe,
don't fuck with my heart. Is it Cash?
I have a cosplay we have to do now.
So Android 18, Android 19 cosplay. That is actually a really good cosplay.
17 and 18
or whatever.
Android 17 and 18, but like how they did it.
Well, it's your picture. You gotta introduce it.
He all good for Android 17 and 18, but when I try to do Katakuri and Luffy, he's like, oh, I don't know if I can do that.
Because
See,
who's gonna be Katakuri?
You!
How am I gonna be
Negro,
Katakuri?
really?
All you gotta do is
Negro,
give you a
really?
scarf.
Look how tiny he is.
You can knit
Look
your
how
own
big
scarf.
you are.
You can knit your own scarf.
I can't knit.
I've seen you make scarves before.
Crochet.
I can crochet.
That works. That works
You're doing
too.
technicality on some shit.
That works too.
I don't knitting. What fucking knitting? What am
We
I
just got-
talking
we just
about?
got-
I know knitting.
Yeah, knitting.
No, I know knitting.
You a knitting nigga?
The sitting structure is fucking with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
This
Because
is
that fucking cable extender thing underneath my foot was fucking with me. Using your telekinetic powers to fucking punish blasphemers.
Guest. Who's this guest you speak of?
Yeah, who is this guest you speak of? Is it Javi?
his name is Navy Wolf. I think it is. That's on. This is gamer tag. It's weird because he's not blue.
Is it Mike?
Or Wolf.
No, that's Black.
No,
Never mind.
it's the short one that you said.
The fuck?
The Mexican.
I said Javi.
This
Oh, you said that.
Yeah, that was him.
Word.
Our voices are completely different.
All I heard was the
Shadow,
name.
We're the same person.
All I heard
We
was
like
the
the same
name.
women. We're
he's
the
still
same.
he's still drunk off that hot sauce. Is what it is.
See, if you touch my hand, we'll both come back together like Piccolo and not wearing.
Oh, I'm the ugly one.
Piccolo and Kami.
I'm the ugly one. You're the handsome one.
I don't know about
By
that. We'll be double handsome. Flexing on these hoes.
Now you gotta
Think
go
Arnaldo
by,
can change the gene pool? Wait for this shit.
you gotta go by air gear standards. You guys don't when you combine, you don't add. You
Multiply, yeah. Ew.
Don't add, you multiply. Snoop, love you, man.
So, Joe,
If they don't die,
Right,
they
I know.
multiply.
I got a question for you.
But they said add. And
But I have a question
had to
for all
keep
of
it
you.
with it.
Who the fuck are you?
I am the round-headed buffoon, Carl Pickington.
Wow. That's probably copywritten. Ricky Gervais, I don't need another reason to. I don't want to have to talk to Ricky Gervais. Take it back.
No,
He's gonna ring the doorbell.
That shit is really funny. I fell asleep watching that last night.
see, it's good. It's a good show. Who would have known British people were that funny? I
That's
did.
fucked up. It's like
British people are pretty damn
Have you
funny.
seen them
They
fight
can be,
wars?
yeah.
They're hilarious.
Oh my god, that's fucked up.
But to answer that question,
I've seen it take over the world. That's a little bit scary.
I am Lord Abyss.
And then they lost it.
Lord Abyss,
Lord Abyss.
aka Untimely Death, aka the Jokage, aka Jojo. More like Kenshiro, actually.
I still can't believe someone mistakenly called me Joestar.
The fuck?
That's hilarious. It's the universe trying to correct a right. Let me see your back real quick.
My
You got a
friend-
star. You got a star birthmark on your back.
No, I got Star.
And they
See,
know
now
about
that he knows about it, like he's like, oh shit, that connects me. No, I ain't got nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so I guess I'll put this out there now since I just saw the text message.
But wait for 1 second. Who are you?
Who am I? I don't know who I am.
Wow.
I'm nobody. I am nothing. I am not here. I am Shadow.
Okay, Aria.
Fucking.
My girl's a beast. Don't hate. Don't hate.
We'll get to that. And you. And me. I don't know.
baby snacks.
Baby snacks. I do be stealing kids' snacks.
Oh, that's why the cops are at the gas station.
Bruh.
Bro, when I tell you I didn't think me and Joe were gonna survive, it's like every single cop held off their fucking the meat to the fucking gas station until that same day. They're like, oh, let's just all go together. Because I haven't seen any of it. I usually see at least one there every single time I go, and then for like a week I didn't see anyone. Then we saw like 18 cop cars, and we were like, God damn! And they were all hiding around Little Debbie. They were all protecting little white girl. I am Ungrateful Ninja. Yep. That's me. Alright. Who's this other person?
A no-show?
He is Javier, but not Javier Bardem because he's not that great.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
You got my hopes up when you said Javier, and I was like,
that's why I stopped it right
Oh.
there. I let it
Oh.
get too high up there
oh?
because I am
Where's
benevolent.
You know what? I'll be right back. I forgot I was supposed to be doing something during this podcast.
Oh, no. What are you doing? Oh. I don't know.
He's being the god. He shows
I will
godliness.
punch you
they will hear
in the face on Monster Hunter.
They will hear the godliness coming through the microphone. It's like
you can hear
something beautiful is being made right now.
I hear the claps.
They say that if you listen to the podcast, you listen to the very background, you can hear the scribblings of a god.
I have a question for you, Joe. Goku and Vegeta fuse and then clap them cheeks. Who's paying for child support?
Better question is that kid gonna be like half Gotenks? Is he gonna be like Gotenks? Is he gonna be like half Turtles?
Here's the thing. Because they refuse when it happens, half hour later after they go into the egg, it splits.
The sperm splits?
Yeah,
so that means Vegeta's sperm is in Chi-Chi.
So that means
Or
we're gonna have one Goku
and
child and one Vegeta child.
So wait. Okay, wait. You
What
put
if
the
they put
earrings
earring?
on
Yeah,
exactly. You put the earrings on both parents for all 4 parents. Put
That
Bulma
would be-
and Chi-Chi together. You put the 2 of them together, and then they stay like that for 9 months. They have the kid. What happens?
What, they stay like that for 9 months?
They stay like that for 9 months. Earrings. You can stay like that forever if you want.
I thought it was up to an hour.
No,
No,
that's the fusion.
yeah,
dance.
fusion dance is
The
time.
earrings
The
are-
earrings are permanent.
Earrings
No,
are permanent.
I know. I thought the earrings, once, if you are not a Kai, it only lasts an hour.
Nah,
I think it's permanent because that's
I
why.
don't know why you told me that that's not true. I remember that freaking Goku and Vegeta were fused together and with the earrings, and dude said, "I don't want." He's like, "We have to kill this motherfucker." And the Goku inside of him was like, "No, we can't do that, Vegeta." Because this time he's like, "You know what, nigga? I'm sick and tired of you being in me. Get me the fuck off of this train."
It was like,
he
you
blasted the fucking one of the earrings and then just they unfused because he destroyed them.
I thought he got they unfused when he got absorbed by Super Buu.
Yeah, they unfused when they got absorbed by Boo. But
But I thought that was when they were fused using the fusion dance. I thought it was when they were
No, that was the earring.
That was the earrings. That was the earrings.
I could have swore someone blasted the earring off of himself because he was like, "Fuck this! I don't want to do this anymore." Boom.
No, it was literally got inside Boo and. But that was in Dragon Ball Z. And Super, they explained as to the reason why that happened.
I'm not talking about Super at all because I don't know anything.
Well, that's why I'm enlightening you.
No,
But he brings that up as that is the reason why it happened.
that's stupid.
So if you're not a Kai, it only lasts an hour.
Yeah, dig it out the trash can.
That's fucking dumb. What?
Oh, the thing I put more. Did you rinse it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you digging in the trash?
Digging up them holes, digging up them
Granted, it's just gonna be used for
holes.
water.
You got to go dig those holes.
I ain't gotta do shit.
I said hose, but okay. You don't want to. All right, that's fine.
You don't know what kind of diseases they got?
Yeah, they could have the bubbles.
He's right, you know. Oh,
Oh, actually, Joe, you can ask Javi about it.
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
yeah. Apparently
Javi
he
went there.
went to exactly.
Also, shout out for you. I don't know if you know yet or not. I mean, you might already know. It's old news, but apparently Best Buy is gonna have exclusive neon green Joy-Cons.
Yeah. They seem pretty dope.
Switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Eh.
They're
neon
also
green ones, and I'm like, that's kind of cool. But I mean, the green ones are already pretty nice. So I have to see how different the neon green ones look to the base green.
it's gonna look like
Wait, isn't the Splatoon version like of the Switch the pink and?
I don't know if it's neon green though, the Splatoon one. But they like specifically was like, hey, Best Buy neon green. It could be that one is neon green, but because it comes with the specific version of the Switch, you know, you're looking at it that way now. You can just get it from buying it.
There's an Xade Switch.
Oh well,
Neon pink
what?
and neon green.
What?
Splatoon.
It's basically Xade.
All I've been hatching have been 10K eggs, and all this time unknowns were supposed to be coming from this.
There's a chance for them, yeah. Then they expect like it's.
I'm never going to catch one of these dumb motherfuckers in
It's
there.
ULTRA. That's
Yeah, it gets spelled ultra because everyone's sucking on All Might's ping ping.
Never gonna get it. Sorry.
But no, like I recently got one 10K egg this entire time. I've been getting nothing but 5K and 2Ks. It's like I've known about the unknown thing, and it's like they don't want to give me the damn 10K eggs.
How long have they had unknowns?
Since the start of it, really.
Really?
They're just so extremely rare to come by.
Like
I know they had one event where you can get PA and X, right?
Yes. A couple of years ago, when I was living with my mom, they went like him and it was like somebody else. They came to like pick me up. Come to find out, some hours later, there was an unknown at like on my street. That like it was
right behind. It was in your backyard, wasn't it?
Apparently, that's what it was like. Really, this whole damn
there was
time.
an unknown sipping tea in your hood, and you had no idea.
Exactly.
Wow.
He just had to go like 2 inches to the left.
See, when you move your life 2 inches to the left, everything becomes full circle. Anyway.
Unless Basil does it and then all the Green Lanterns try to jump you. That was hilarious. You destroyed... Oh, no, I just moved it. Y'all suck. That's what it is.
That was hilarious. Because
they was rolling mad deep, too. They came through like 50 deep.
They were so
and it was like, I'm sorry, Earth, but we about to blow half of you up to kill this man. Because it was legit like, yo, we're going to have to like wipe him out. I'm sorry.
Word. It's literally just in a pocket dimension. Like, it's back.
Word. And then what's the name was like...
Fucking around.
Green Lanterns always quick to kill people.
Yeah. Which is funny because originally they couldn't kill people. Like, that's why they were getting fucked up in the Sinestro War.
I mean, they're still not supposed to.
Yeah, but the limiter on the ring is taken.
That's how
so
what's
they
name.
Can kill people.
That's how what's name lost his ring. Or Jon Stewart. Remember after the manifestation of like the rage of all the Thanagarians killed Vixen.
I think so. Yeah.
When he was going to propose to her, they were across the table. He was like, "Vixen, will you make?" Gave her the Grimjaw Jawa jacket.
Yeah. Grimjaw likes putting his hand in people.
Yeah, and then Vixen died. Jon Stewart was like, I'm about to rain on these fools.
Now, who did it first? Grimjaw or Kakashi?
Definitely Kakashi. He's been doing that since day one. It took some time to get up to Grimjaw. That was gross the way Eric got fucked up last night like that. Or no, he fucked somebody else up like that. That was nasty. But yeah, so basically, I had heard about the Switch that somebody it was kind of like an unconfirmed leak that Overwatch was coming to the Switch because they put up a picture of or someone put up a picture of a Switch that was like an Overwatch themed Switch or like an Overwatch themed carrying case for the Switch or whatever, and they immediately took it down, like like no motherfucker, what are you doing? And it's just like people are like, why did they just take it down? So like, okay, so Overwatch coming to the Switch.
Yep, Overwatch is coming to. Everyone is like excited, but like why? Because Overwatch been out for mad long on everything else.
It has. And it doesn't actually have like a story to it. It's just like a.
So like you have to be around like some beefy internet in your car to like.
What was with the off-brand fucking Overwatch Eric was playing last night?
Paladins.
Yeah,
it's actually a pretty fun game. Like I played it like a while ago. I wanted to check it out, and I was like, "Wait, this is basically like Overwatch."
It's one of those things.
Cheap man's Overwatch.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like game gets famous or game gets popular, and then everybody starts making their own like version of it, kind of or whatever. So like when Dark Souls came out, you had a buttload of games that are just like practically the same as Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It's like what's the name?
Or with Fortnite.
When Monster Hunter came out, then you had God Eater. You had
Fortnite is the kids'
Apocalypse.
version of fucking Call of Duty.
Pretty much.
Are you gonna get that new one?
And it wasn't even the originator of the Battle Royale.
Modern Warfare. Yeah, with Punisher. Looks like he's the bad guy.
Ooh. I was thinking about it, but I'm like probably not because Destiny and Monster Hunter. More so Monster Hunter. It's fun as shit.
But
Monster Hunter.
You know how for games how they'll have like their intro thing, they'll use like an actual person's design. Punisher for the Call of Duty. So he's like, I was once fighter. What did he say?
Was that Call of Duty? I thought that was like Battlefield or something.
That was Call of Duty.
I saw the commercial for it.
Yeah, he was like, oh, and he got like shot and stuff.
Literally, we were in GameStop the other day and I saw it. Which that motherfucker Zachary and his punk ass.
Did he tell you about that?
Oh, he wasn't there either.
He thought he could trust the word of some pretty boy working at GameStop. So
no, I didn't think I could trust the word of him, but he didn't know anything. He didn't give me any words. He was too stupid.
Pretty boy, duh.
Yeah. He looks exactly. Tell me why I was like, this motherfucker looks exactly like Winter Soldier's little brother, and tell me why I look at my freaking receipt. The motherfucker's got the same exact name. I was like, oh, well, yeah.
Maybe Winter Soldier is sending people out to check on you.
It's a pretty boy ass clown. That's what it is.
You haven't come to visit him yet.
Fuck him. He changes his number every 10 seconds. Oh, I was in the hospital, but then it's like, okay, so keep the same phone number so people can call you. Because I called him like 10 times. And he's just like, okay. But yeah, so Monster Hunter's out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite new monster? Fuck what your favorite new monster is because Zenogre's in this shit. I'm so fucking happy. So fucking happy. Zenogre.
My favorite new monster right now. My favorite new monster, and I came across it earlier, is the fucking Barioth. It's gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah, it's also a slidey bitch. Unless they changed that. I don't know if they... It's been a while.
You said a slidey bitch?
Yeah, the way it used to fight is it's almost like a mix between like Paolumu and I was telling Joe about that. It's like a mix between Paolumu and how Tobi Kadachi like jumps on the wall and then
Yeah.
But it's on an ice stage, so when it jumps on the wall and then jumps on the ground, it slides a little bit. So
it can do like spins and all that fun
annoying
stuff.
shit.
It's hilarious to me though.
Tobi Kadachi and all that.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna put the subspecies in also.
What
For Barioth, the desert one, the brown one.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
I mean,
they have right now. They have a from what I've encountered, they have the subspecies for the Paolumu, Tobi Kadachi, Anjanath,
Yep.
Puke.
Yeah. Well, I knew they would have all the new ones. I was curious if they were going to bring any of the old ones back.
Because that's the thing. This monster's new to the game, so it's like, are we gonna
get the subspecies too?
Like overdo it with the subspecies? Well, they might think it's overdoing it. I'm like, yes, more.
Because there wasn't a gold or a silver Wrath and Rathian in the world yet. And for the councils, those are the two beefy ones.
Yeah.
I heard about the silver
Rathalos.
That's the biggest pain in the me ass on that one because it just flash down. I'm up again.
For all the people who say that, like, oh, why would Monster Hunter have a $40 expansion or whatever? It's like, because they are adding as much as the base game. And people are, oh, no, they're not. Oh, they're only adding a few. It's like, no, they're like every Monster Hunter.
It's freaking 30 gigs. The main game is 30 gigs.
I think it's also like, speaking of like them, it's like, they shorted, like the company shorted distribution for Xbox One, so I didn't get my deluxe edition. What? Because GameStop didn't have it. It's like they didn't get like the order or whatever because they got shorted by. It's like, but they got like a shit ton for PS4.
See, I just want my fucking my physical copy of the fucking expansion. Like it shouldn't be that hard to get.
That's like that's what I was going to go pick up when you were going to take me yesterday, but
then tragedy struck and apparently I had a fucking nail in my tire out of nowhere. So I went to freaking Firestone and my dude is like, "Yo, you've been here like at least once every week for the past month. What the fuck?" I'm like, "You think I'm happy about it?"
Like I'm putting your kids through college.
Word. It's freaking ridiculous. First time I went there, I had to go there for to get my car fixed for a bunch of shit. The second time I went there, I had to get an oil change, and this time I had to go to get a tire. Dude told me that the way that the nail gets in the tire like that is like you drive over a nail, right? And the front tire like kind of shoots it back, and the back tire just catches it, and that's why it just kind of.
Perfectly,
yeah. That's why it was perfectly in the middle of the fucking thing. Yeah, that was just bad luck, I guess. I don't know. Because I go to bring him to, I go to bring us, I guess, to GameStop, and fucking tires got like 8 PSI in it. I'm like, oh shit. So we go to the gas station, and all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, you made it worse by trying to put air in it. I'm like, oh, it's great. Shit's ridiculous.
Oh, there's a rumor that the SNES controller might be coming to the Switch. Wireless SNES controller.
See, I thought I saw it.
I think there was already an NES, but this...
No. Like, I'm pretty sure like I saw like an SNES version like of the controller at Walmart, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was already
Unless that was just like Some random thing. I don't know. I thought that's what I saw.
They shorted Monster Hunter and got those instead.
Monster Hunter.
But no, I was gonna yesterday. I was gonna get the when I was gonna pick up my deluxe copy. I was gonna basically give that let Joe use that until he got it or whatever, or just let him keep it. But I was gonna pick it up. Couldn't pick it up because they didn't have it. It's like you order something.
I wanted the Master Edition just because I wanted that case, but I didn't need the CDs, and I'm like, oh, but I want that case though. The steel case. I like steel cases.
Kind of why I got that one.
I don't have the play money right now because of the HeroClix stuff yesterday.
So basically, I'm waiting on them to call me to let me know when they get it in store so that I can come pick it up.
Wait, is it the deluxe one or the
Deluxe.
Master?
Deluxe. If you get the deluxe with the CD, you get the metal case, or if you get the master with the CD, you get the metal case.
Okay.
I was going to get the master so I can give it all. I was going to keep the case and then give the other stuff to somebody who doesn't have Monster Hunter.
It's very annoying though that they kind of just, with respect to telling people which versions have which stuff. It's like all the places I tried to go to figure that shit out was kind of annoying. They're like telling you what's in it and stuff like that, but then at the same time they're like, oh well, this is the master deluxe digital, and then this is the deluxe, and then this is the standard, and this is all the. It was like, oh, this will come with this, that, and third, and then you have conflicting information based on. I'm sitting there like, okay, so which one am I buying?
Yeah, and that's why I just stay away from that stuff now. After
that's why I don't pre-order shit.
No, they just highly oversold, overhyped the stuff that you got with Call of Duty. That was.
I hear Mexicans.
I smell Sasson all of a sudden.
Oh shit! Is it adobo?
Smell
What's up?
What's going on, Javi?
What's up?
So I hear you went to the fair and didn't invite nobody.
Whoa. Pause. Can I say hello to everybody
Nope.
first? Wow. You didn't, man.
All right.
Now, you gotta have a screen name for this. So you can't just have Navy Wolf because that's a bitch name.
I mean, that could be his name.
It's a bitch move.
I mean,
Santa.
it fits.
Wow, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I'm gonna go to Tim Hortons and not gonna bring me a French vanilla hot
First and
cappuccino.
foremost, this tea is from yesterday.
That's nasty.
Shame.
That is nasty. I will pump you better than that. Iroh didn't die for our sins for you to do that stupid shit.
He brought Iroh into this shit.
Look, he like, I gotta walk away now.
Iroh into this shit. How dare you evoke his name? That's fucked up.
Shame.
So how was the fair though?
That was dope.
I hear mistakes were made.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Never done a wine slushy and go on a ride that spins.
I don't think you should do any drinking.
Ride that spins. Javi, no eating on the podcast.
No, you're not
Yeah,
about
this is the noise.
This was a rule established some podcasts ago.
I wasn't told about this.
I would say it's more
You
so.
come here trying to eat
I say it's
without trying to offer to buy other people food.
Yeah, word. It's kind of fucked up.
You're gonna eat in front of us.
Why you acting right now?
How your lady doing?
She's doing good. She's getting her nails done right now.
Her nails did.
Going down there not next week. Not next weekend, but actually technically it'll be this weekend, wouldn't it? Yeah. I don't know.
Wait, if you were going to go this weekend, wouldn't you already be gone?
See, this is why I had to ask the question. So not next weekend, but the following weekend.
That wine slushy still hitting him.
Wait,
I'm sorry. What?
wait.
That wine slushy still hitting him.
I'm Confucius right now. I can't think. That really just zapped my entire thought process.
My thought train is derailed. It's going into the fucking kindergarten. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I put my pants on. That's about.
Yo, that smells good as shit.
Word. Subway brisket sandwich.
I should be a straight asshole right now, but
Well, just stare at him while he eats.
no.
Nah,
you went to Subway.
You gotta slide in some juice.
You trying to support Jared?
Javi,
Joe, you
should
gotta
try
slide in
some
some
of that.
juice.
put some of that on your sandwich.
Are you gonna kill me?
No, it's not.
No, it's not gonna kill
It's
you.
gonna set your
Well,
body on fire.
the other one.
I'm
did.
alive.
All right,
Why
hold
you
on.
tell me?
Hold on.
He
Yeah,
out.
the Reaper. I don't fuck with that.
Okay, take that one then. That one ain't got the Reaper in it.
It'll suit all your needs.
Hot sauce.
Everybody had some last night on the pizza.
He's like, bruh.
Smell that one.
His body just rejected
Smell
that
like
shit.
death.
Smell it. Javi, I'll tell you right now, you will actually like that one.
See, I tried to give you the one that wasn't as
See?
bad.
See?
He's gonna put a little dab on it.
You gonna dab on it?
Dab on it.
It's more like a paste, so
Yeah, well, that's gonna glop out.
Whoa, yeah.
Why don't you get a chopstick or something like that, and then
We just gonna stick.
stick the onion in there.
Nah, you don't need no goddamn chopstick. You a man?
apparently not.
He's like that.
He
He's
used
like
a piece
that.
of an onion.
Yeah.
I told you it was good.
Really good.
Told
Yeah.
you. I'll tell you right now, that thing nasty as hell.
This shit just hurts.
It's got a weird taste to it.
It does have like a tropical
then-
taste to it at first, and then
And then it's
chemical
like-
burn.
You know
The
what you
chemical
gotta
burn
do
sets in.
when somebody wrongs you. You gotta pour some of that into that lube.
God damn.
Damn.
You trying to
Save that
tell
for
me
like
that
if
his
somebody,
trap-
yeah. Save that for like if somebody steals your girl or something like that, and it was foul or something. That
It actually reminds me
no,
of.
you can't use that for a light offense.
You remember the what's the name? What was it? Was it Pro Revenge? When the dude, his wife and the other guy were cheating, and they were using it as his lube, so he spiked it with poison ivy.
No, I did not see that.
Good lord.
Wait, what?
I did not see that.
See what?
Wait, so what if a kid kept putting heads of cabbages in your room? And
Fucking. I knew it had to. That shit was too elaborate for that kid to not be his worst enemy. Like that shit was great.
Wait, what happened?
This kid was like putting cabbages in this dude's room, and then eventually it got to the point where like people found out about it, and then his fans kept throwing cabbages at him on the street. And this happened for like a year, so he tried to get the kid back, but it's like you're a grown ass man trying to prank a child. It's not gonna go well.
but he filled his room up with heads of cabbage as revenge, basically.
Cabbages.
My cabbage court.
Have any of you guys ever played Destroy All Humans back for the
No.
PS2 and OG Xbox?
I have not.
Apparently, it's getting a remake, and it is super expensive.
Are the people who made it working on it? Like the original people?
I think so.
Oh, okay, good.
And there's going to be the remake is going to have two editions. They're going to have the collector's edition that goes for $150. Then they're going to have the Crypto 137 edition that goes for $400.
I'm sorry, what?
What all comes? Wait a minute. Hold up.
I'll have to look back into it because I didn't get a chance to really prep. But it said $400. I'm like $150. I'm like that's kind of pushing it, but it's supposed to come with a bunch of stuff. So I'm like, eh. But then it said $400. I'm like, yeah, I could buy a system with that.
Right.
It better be a system or something.
That's what I'm saying. Does
Or
it
does it
come
come
with
with
a
its own
system?
system? Yeah.
It'd be like how they got that new Gears 5 Xbox.
Yeah.
Have any of y'all played it yet?
No. I
I didn't know it was already out.
Yeah.
If you have the Game Pass, you get early access.
Ah, okay.
Wait, I thought if you had the Game Pass, you get it for free.
Yeah,
So,
it's free and you get it early.
I honestly don't care too much for Game Pass.
see, I don't know too much about Game Pass, and I was like, don't
It's
you
a-
still
it's
have
a-
to pay for it?
Yeah, it's a subscription thing, and like basically like without Game Pass, let's say you have something from Game Pass, then you don't have Game Pass anymore, you can't play it.
So it's like GameFly, but it's already in your Xbox.
Pretty much.
All right.
Except,
But-
of course, when you cancel or like when your subscription is like up or whatever, you can't play whatever games you had on Game Pass.
But does it keep your save data and all that other shit? Like
I don't know.
How much is Game Pass?
it's like $15, isn't it? Something
Because it combines your Xbox Live and Game Pass, so it's $15 a month.
Oh, $15 a month. Oh, okay.
If you just have that, then you just play whatever games.
Do you have?
There's
Do
no.
I say, do you still have to install said games?
They still
So
do have to
that's-
install.
So that's like
yeah, no.
so that's like $240 a year for 12 months of Game Pass, and then the $60
Wow, you do that
for.
math.
I mean, he's supposed to be an engineer.
I mean, so are you?
I got my piece of paper though.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. I don't use it, but I got it.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I was astounded by your math process. What you were saying?
But I mean, that was the end of what I was saying.
Damn, that was almost as bad as how that happened at MCC.
Mm.
You said something about then you went like $60 for something.
Yeah, for me,
$60
like
for
was
the
like,
for
fuck
live
you.
for the year.
You
So
know,
it'd be
just,
$180 for.
be all up in your face for no reason.
But actually, you can get the whole year.
Is it cheaper if you get the whole year at once with the Game Pass? Oh, okay.
I think it was like one something. I don't remember.
So I just checked into it. The Destroy All Humans Collector's Edition for $150 comes with the game, a keychain, a eye popping stress doll. Comes with some lithographs, all the skins, a premium box, and a 23 centimeter, or is that 23 centimeter wide, 9-inch high statue. It's actually not too bad.
That's pretty dope.
What is that made out of, though?
He's nuts.
Man.
That'd be a very small statue there.
Oh,
Yeah, got the durable balls. So yeah, that's that one.
Cape drippers.
And then
Speaking
the
of dripping, Javi, what the fuck are the bubbles?
What bubbles?
We heard about what high school you went to.
Can't talk
Mind
about
you, we have an ongoing joke here that we do not actually say the name of city or any places to make people guess where we are.
Oh.
People can't find out we live in Alaska.
the crypto edition comes with that.
You just told him that we lived in Love. Man,
Sorry.
you can't do that.
I'm sorry.
That's
You just told him not to tell him. And then you gonna say it yourself?
It's cold. It's so
Get
cold.
used to it.
$400 edition.
Damn.
The backpack looks kind of awesome.
Oh, that's a
Speaking of which,
backpack.
Did you
That's fucking
hear
weird.
how they are now finding half-eaten mooses?
Meese?
Moose.
Meese?
Niece.
Mises.
Meeses?
So,
might have to show
Javi,
Javi that.
tell
Alaska?
tell us the story about the chupacabra in Alaska.
Oh man, that's when bitch was like 8 foot tall,
That'll
real
work.
friendly.
We got to show them the meese and the mice
No.
and the heist.
I think I might have shown
Showed
them
him?
that one.
No,
Maybe.
he did not.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, because I didn't get invited to the state fair. So,
I asked you what you were doing on Sunday.
Goddamn.
no, you asked when was I working Sunday, and I said 4 p.m. You gave me no type of indication that there was anything going on.
Listen, had you have said 4 p.m. why,
Because
I'd have
what to say.
explained. I would have explained.
I mean,
why.
you're asking a question yourself about his availability. You have to give some type of information as to why you're
If
asking
he said he was
for
working,
that information.
if he
You
said
said
he was
you
working,
knew I was working. You said, when are you working Sunday? I said, I'm working at 4. So obviously I'm thinking you're going to ask me to like, oh, you need help moving something, or like it's a car thing. If I would have asked you, when are you working this day? I'm like, oh, well, people are trying to do this. Do you think you can get off?
had you have said why, I would have then explained myself.
That's what she said.
Do you think I have to explain everything to you?
I'm retarded. Yes.
There go our
you
sponsors.
did go.
Javi said it.
Oh crap!
Yeah,
My
no,
bad.
we ain't got no sponsors. we broke
Yeah. Yet,
We're struggling.
we're going for straight to the tippy top.
No, Tom Holland's not going to
Speaking-
sponsor this podcast.
Sam Jackson, first of all.
He might.
So speaking of
We'll
like
talk about hentai
sponsors and
more,
everything,
we
like
might.
speaking of sponsors and everything like that, you know, like I told you guys, like my dad has like a community organization.
Mm.
You know, we do like the
You gonna ask us to volunteer?
No. I mean, if you want to, then that's cool. But
oh shit! Now he's like guilting me into this shit.
Feed the children.
If you want to be a good person,
but
don't want to go to hell.
Like because we do like the walk for the walk for breast cancer awareness and everything like that. We just found out that apparently like the founders or whatever of that company actually recognize the organization, like so I guess they're gonna be like sponsoring us sponsoring us.
That's
for
dope.
like so it's like cool, like we got actually recognized for what's up
for the walk for cancer.
Yeah, when is the walk?
The teacher is talking. I can't just interrupt.
Raise your hands,
senpai.
Do you guys dye your hair pink when you're doing the marching?
That's probably not a prerequisite, but you can do it if you want, probably.
That's an optional thing there, sir.
You know, get the little spray tan. You know,
Or
just
just-
do what Trump does.
There was a guy there.
Buy a
There was
soccer
this
wig.
like tall black dude there who had like a pink wig.
Yeah, no, because everyone does that for the
Watch that be my dude who dresses up like fucking
Either
white guy.
they wear all pink outfit or just have like the pink shirt, or someone just wear the pink ribbon.
pink
But I know a
shirt,
lot of people that will go through and they'll dye their hair pink.
I mean,
and
Friend of mine wears
they'll
like a pink
march.
scarf. Does the
No.
Natsu with the scarf.
They were real otaku. They'd bust out the pink kimono bleach style.
You don't have to walk in that shit.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, do you have a pink cardigan?
No, thought about it.
If he powers up the right way, his cardigan might turn that color though.
So I'm Goku Black.
That's racist.
Nigga, you really just you looking at me like you not black with your black skin? What kind of question is that?
Don't shoot him. He's not black.
That dub was great.
Seriously though. Good God.
I swear
Like,
to God, I
they
heard
knew
the
what they
cops
were
say
doing
that
for
the other
that.
night.
They knew what they were doing with that. Hilarious. But I have to ask this question of the group because I'm being asked to take over for Saturday mornings.
Boo! Fuck that.
And with me, you don't have to get up in the morning to do the podcast, and then we can do it at like 3 or 4
PM.
Yeah.
But then
Well, I mean,
that
you're
Let's say
conflicts-
I definitely work. I'll definitely.
You talking
be
about
at work.
Saturday?
Yeah.
That conflicts with Carl going to HeroClix.
Oh well, then you know that
you
just
still go to
that
I'm gonna go one of these days.
that does it. I won't
One
be
of
able-
these days.
Got a blue Phoenix
I'll just tell
Rachel
him I can't do
yesterday.
it.
Really?
No, dude. If you need to do it, we can work out between everybody's schedule when.
Yeah.
I was like, 'cause I get every other weekend off.
Yeah.
I always have Fridays, Saturdays off.
That's why we haven't had a podcast in a while. Is because we've been trying to
Juggle
with people's schedules and everything. What with me not having a job, but also having a job, and then people getting new jobs. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Where you got a new job? Where you got now?
I got a new position at the
Or
store.
I guess you promotion.
Yeah, kinda. I got more money, more
Well,
hours.
technically,
Because
it's
it's doing
still correct.
he's still doing the same job, but
Yeah.
like it's more stuff. They're like, so now if the department starts to burn, they look at you.
Now look at the guy that comes in before me.
No, they look at you like, nigga, what did you do?
It was the white guy's fault.
Really?
Sounds about right.
Is that why he dipped? Just like
Probably.
right.
We worked for 15 minutes and clocked out. It's hilarious to me. They were freaking out. And I'm like, hey, my problem. I don't work Fridays.
Yeah. So a lot of things have happened since the last podcast. Like I went down to party in the woods and I made it back. The white people didn't sacrifice me this year.
Because of your big
Josh,
hands.
I'm looking at you.
Because of your big hands.
Because my big, right. Fucking, I can't talk about that. She told me not to say anything about that. I can't say anything. All I'm gonna say is that girl got tiny ass hands. Sarah, I love you, but at the same time, you got tiny hands.
You have these tiny hands.
I was just thinking about that Burger King commercial.
This Whopper's so big. It's fucked up. And yeah. What else has anybody been doing?
Well, I've been trying not to die.
But instead you try to kill me this morning.
I didn't try
With
to
your
kill
fucking
anybody.
telekinesis. Tell me why I talked a little bit of shit about Joe. I'm like, oh, we gotta do the podcast early because Joe's gotta do something or whatever. I'm like, man, what the fuck? All of a sudden, something slips under my fucking foot. As I'm putting my foot down, I almost fall into the wall. I can barely catch myself holding my computer. And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, Joe. Use telekinesis shit, try to kill me. Joke's on you, I almost crashed into your speaker.
That's how you know it wasn't me.
You might
that
not
right
know
there
where I
was
was.
definitive truth right there. That was not me.
See,
because my baby will never.
You might not have known where I was, but you knew I blasphemed. Shall be punished. On some Monero shit.
So now I'm Leroy.
Yeah.
Leroy.
Fucking no.
Have I ever told you like that's who I think Devon looks like when he has his hair out?
See, this is why I keep my hair in a ponytail.
But I say, who is the master? Go ahead, tell him. You give it a master class right now in godliness.
Word.
So I'm just gonna leave the podcast, get back to Monster Hunter.
You got Iceborne?
Yep.
How was it?
Awesome.
You got Iceborne?
I do not.
Shame.
Damn.
Shame.
What would you get it for if you were gonna get it? What system?
That
I don't know,
shit, I can't.
What it was like.
You know what?
I don't
Probably would
dislike
be Cersei.
Monster Hunter. It's just for it's way
See, he
too
said
much
word.
grind.
Put a
He
lid
said
on that.
word.
Hold up.
Put a lid on that. Let him keep talking. We'll come back to that. We're gonna unpack that shit.
It's really just way too much of a grind for my schedule.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I got Monster Hunter World, and I'm like, my schedule's like.
It's literally like playing an MMO. You need time to put into
You
it.
need a lot of time to grind, and you're like, this is why I still suck at fighting games. I don't have a lot of time to practice.
Because
No,
Willis be walking all over you.
Or you could be like Eric last night playing footsie with a fucking computer. It's like, nigga, just punch it. It's a computer. What the fuck are you doing?
Stabbing people in the balls and stuff.
Oh.
The other time when he got kicked in the vagina and died.
My nigga, that was a straight up kick to the vagina. And he just fucking lost. I was like, oh my god. That's the worst way to lose. In front of a room of people.
When he got killed, he walked away and then he got resurrected. We had to tell him to come back.
Yeah. What? That was 3 times.
He got like killed 3 times. He kept getting resurrected, and then the 3rd time he put
tried
the
to
controller
walk
down and
away,
walked
yeah.
away. It was like, come back! They resurrected you. Yeah.
How you gonna die in a skirt? For all your friends. So, back to what he was saying, or what you were saying about him. How is he Cersei?
What was that?
What was that?
What'd you just do?
What'd you do? Yeah, see, look, he's still messing with people. Even though Devon clearly has weapons next to him where he could just demolish him.
Word is art weapon.
Next to him, I was like, I could probably stab him with these.
That's what I'm talking about. And you see, but he's trying to kind of
Kill a
trigger
man with a pencil.
the beast.
The art of war.
See, Cersei.
Wow.
Why did we come Cersei in this conversation?
Shame. Shame.
The pettiness too.
I'm not petty.
That's the funny thing is he's been the nicest person on the podcast so far, so people don't have background for like why you call him.
Yeah, they don't have the background on, but let me tell
But
you.
you know it.
Wait. How am I petty, sir? How am I petty?
Oh, petty! Every time, always trying to attack someone out of nowhere. You're gonna leave a hole in someone's floor and not even.
The dent in the floor.
Sir, I do not recollect what you're talking about.
He gonna send someone to
He's
my
trying to use
house.
my defense.
He gonna send someone.
I
to
don't
my
remember it,
house
so
to
it
break
didn't happen.
my windows.
Whoa, pause. I did not send him over to break your window. He just did that on his own.
Someone put him there.
Who put me?
He put himself there.
You know damn well who put you.
And then him just want to throw things at people. That's how you know something's coming at you. You hear? He threw something at you.
So you're saying he deserved the pizza?
Oh, the
Fuck
picture.
you.
You see, that was all the revenge right there. And that was making him.
That was such an immediate response.
See,
You should probably
It was like a reflex. He's just like, ah!
I said you should probably like let the people of the listening to the podcast, know
Yeah,
about
regale
like,
us
why,
about the pizza story and all this other stuff.
'cause that was funny.
This
I was
was
defenseless. I was asleep. I did nothing wrong.
now.
Wait. Let them sit in that, because that, without any context, is like, what the fuck? Nah, go ahead.
Yeah, I had went to work this night,
Oh,
and
so
I
had
had told them. I had told them, all right, I'm about to go. If y'all want to stay here for a little bit, because I thought they were all going to peace out before I got back home. It's like, so whatever. I got back there. They're all still there having a good old grand time. It's like, what, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Something like that.
Because this is when I was being a bouncer at a few bars.
Yeah.
And in this particular night, I did have to fight a few people as well.
You had to show them not to mess with the roadhouse.
Basically. Roadhouse. House. That too. And then someone was asleep. Kind of snoring up a
After
bit.
you had said, don't go to
I
sleep.
don't snore. I do not snore.
There's video proof. What are you talking? What?
See, you can say you don't snore, but you can't hear yourself.
I don't snore. You don't even hear me snore on the video. Cue up the video. Let them hear it.
Like, I swore up and down. I didn't used to snore, but then CJ, this is before that. CJ started saying, "Oh yeah, you sound like you're trying to. You have like a baby snore. It sounds like you're trying to get a big snore, but it's not quite there yet." You know, like, oh god, the family trait is starting to hit me. I left the house. I was stupid. I should have stayed in my mother's home. And then it was just over. I was like, oh, yeah, you know, you're snoring like your auntie now, who still has a louder snore than I do.
Which auntie is that Cash's mama?
No, that's my Aunt Karen. Who's also my godmom.
You're not Karen.
We've established this already.
She's the good Karen, hence the dark skin.
Oh shit.
I mean, am I wrong?
No.
But he was over there. He fell asleep. Willis was feeling wrong, and he had to be righted. And I was like, well, there's pizza here. I have this camera. We just watched a Smack Cam video. The stars have aligned.
It's all coming together.
I didn't hear nothing.
Fell asleep. Bow! Hit him with one. It was over.
You like the best part? Oh, we watched Smallville that night.
We were.
This was the second one that because he got hit once and he fell back asleep. Willis was like, he felt it and he needed more justice. He needed more. One more would get it for him. And then he decided to go for it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to record this one too. And what was perfect is that the song that was playing in Smallville was just very ominous and everything.
It's like ambiance.
And it was like it was building up to something. And then right before he smacked him, it ended.
That's exactly how it was. That is exactly how it was.
And he smacked him. Pow! And then he just woke up and took off after him. Like when I say how he got smacked, the best way to describe the smack is when Jet Li slapped the shit out of that prostitute who fell asleep on the toilet.
Oh shit!
That type of slap, because you gotta admit that was a hard ass slap.
See,
that like reverbed in the room too.
I was victimized. I was assaulted by pizza.
No, you were assaulted with pizza.
But if you hadn't have done all the things you did,
what did I do?
It's all your past coming back to hunt you.
You don't want to throw people under the bus, not invite people out to things.
Wow, we still on this.
You want to attack people out of nowhere. Try to have half a Taekwondo class jump somebody.
Ait, what?
What?
It was like 5 people.
Is that half?
In a class of like 10 people.
It just so happened that the rest of the class wasn't there.
Who were they jumping?
Me.
How did I know? So you were throwing people at Joe like some kind of...
Throwing the bodies at him to wear him down.
What's even worse is the fact that he did it so much that this dumbass thought he could try and come at me and nearly took his head off.
I'm trying to think who he was.
The one that was for the little short dude had like a little white.
Oh, he had a grape.
Yeah, and he kept saying, "Oh yeah, no, I have a black belt, nurse," and I was like, "But you have such horrible form."
I know the like his face, but I don't know. I didn't really talk to him or
So you're
anything.
saying he's not Sakaki from Kenichi?
He's definitely not.
And then he decided, I'm going to attack here, then I'm going to do a barrel roll. And I was like, are you kidding me? So then once he started doing it, I know where he's going to end up. So here comes my leg. So right when he stopped, my leg is right there in front of his face. And it's like, do you want to stop now? Like,
So you used his momentum against him.
basically.
Joe, you remember Tiger Boy? There's this dude who's like, stalking is too strong of a word, I think.
Ronaldo?
No, another dude. Because Joe knows a few styles, and this dude wanted to learn other styles. And he wanted to learn Tiger, right? Or did he know Tiger? I forget which one it was.
He knew Tiger, but he wanted to fight me because he was like, it's his destiny to fight this one guy, and you're really skilled, and I want to test to see if I can beat you. And it's like,
Is this dude homeless?
no.
No, you're like,
Oh, it's just like a crazy person. Oh.
yeah.
I mean, he kind of like he'd be Eddie Merkel's child. I'm going to be
Wow. Shit.
But it was mad funny because he would legit like find Joe around the campus, just pop up like, "Hey, you want to spar?" And it was one time he found, or no, he didn't find Joe. Joe saw him from like 50 feet away, and Joe went into like the bookstore. Now Joe, he's a tall person, so even in the bookstore you can still kind of spot him. This man went to the bookstore. Tiger Dude went to the bookstore. Tiger Dude came out. I'm like, I think Joe dipped on him. I looked in the bookstore. I didn't see Joe. Then 5 minutes later, Joe coming around the corner. It was mad funny. Joe
I have my moments.
Joe like ninja'd out of there. It was hilarious.
The sad part is, little kind of Joe stands for like 19'45", and he's out here creeping around like stealth.
Where you standing around with all the regular sized people acting like he can hide behind them. I told you look like a boss.
When it comes to stealth, CJ is basically the ninja when it comes to cons because he disappears like almost instantly.
Yes.
I'm like this. I'm like
You remember
stealthy
flag
just
football?
in general.
That's why I just walk next to him. I don't let him out of my sight because I don't trust him. That's the kind of brother he is. He's the kind of brother I don't trust you. So I'm always gonna know where you are at all times. I want to end up like the people of flag football or my friends from second year. Carl recants their entire freaking conversations with them, and they're sitting there like, "You weren't there." I'm like, "He was there." They're like, "Nah, you're trying to do this thing where you're making it seem like he's like a ninja or something." I'm like, "No, he was staring right at me, and he was like standing behind Big Mike." Mm-hmm. Told Big Mike exactly what he said, word for word. Big Mike was like, "Nah, I'm not fucking with this shit." He was like, "Nah, I'm not fucking with that shit." That was hilarious. Or flag football, I'm like, "Watch Carl. He's on the other team." There's two chicks,
Carlene and Shy.
You got a girl, chill.
Hey man, what's the face?
I mean, they are your height.
He don't even
Wow.
know he's gonna go see her.
Wow, that's fucked up.
I'm gonna go this weekend. Like, wait, it is this weekend. Shouldn't you already be gone?
This weekend shouldn't count because it's already the weekend.
But it will be next week.
Never mind this calendar.
It's
man,
not next weekend. It's the following one.
It's the weekend after next.
This motherfucker, nobody believes me that this motherfucker is sneaky as hell. He's inching closer to the line in the middle. We're playing capture the flag. I'm like, watch this motherfucker. They're like, oh, he's fine. It's fine. He's all the way over there. Next thing I know, he's at the fucking flags picking them up. And I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, what? Oh! And then they try to chase him. And, of course, that didn't work. Fucking ridiculous. My tongue hurts.
Why?
You have
Did
the
you have the
sauce.
sauce? Why? You got problems, man.
I thought my pain on the podcast would just like make it funnier. Why not? Why not hurt myself on the podcast?
To me, I think it's funny. It's the taste that messes with me, and not the heat. Where it's the heat, and not the taste for you guys.
It just feels like a chemical burn.
It's just nothing about
You don't even know.
You should try some.
Yeah,
Try it.
It wouldn't make it past, the nose. So
Because you didn't properly invite us,
it didn't make it past the nose.
you have to take a dap on the finger.
That's what I did just now.
I ain't about that like I'm a bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
It'll be worse if like take a shot glass.
Oh, damn. That's
Short it.
Bro, you would just die.
Those sinuses would be clear for life.
Yeah, I'm leaving the 19th, and I'll be back the 23rd.
Not in Trump's America.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Sad part is, I bet you anything he's gonna get reelected.
He's gonna come in, of course. Do you not realize how many white people live in America?
Yeah, he couldn't get in the office without the black vote.
He got in there.
Tails' parents voted for Trump.
Let's not out people on the podcast.
Hey,
It's not a fucking witch hunt.
Or
Like, no, it's not. So I want anybody dying because of this podcast.
I mean, at least you know we got views.
But at what cost? That person's life, which I don't really care about, I guess. I don't know. No,
So basically, he's Malik from the show I had to show you, that I showed you.
Who?
What was Roland Martin? He was saying that his
oh my god,
he's a Republican. His
fucking
his
denial.
Class is not part of the.
my party does not do voter suppression. We do not support voter suppression. It's like, but like in North Carolina, there was nothing but Republicans that did that. Well, we don't. They're not the national Republicans. It's not like, okay, but they're part of them. Like what the fuck?
Well, it wasn't even just
Nobody
that.
else said anything.
It was Maine, Texas.
Yeah, he
Carolina.
named like every state.
And it's like, but y'all haven't come out against it. Yeah, it was known for this long. 22 times this thing happened. Y'all haven't spoken against it.
It somehow made it from my tongue to like my uvula. It's fucking burning. It's just burning this shit.
Would you like a stick of gum?
No, fuck
I'd be
that.
terrible of just hanging there.
I ain't no punk bitch.
There's no soul food here.
We were at the restaurant last night, and it was a big mosquito. He was trying to kill it. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a mosquito hawk.
And it was like that
They
big. It was
eat
real big.
mosquitoes.
Ew.
We mean ew? No, those motherfuckers need to be around more often.
I was just making sure it wasn't trying to eat me.
I'd probably kill it too. Why are you looking at me?
Wow.
So I just made an alarming discovery
what's that?
yesterday at Barnes & Noble.
That you gay?
No.
Found your penis.
I haven't seen that thing in like 17 years.
What did you
That's
discover?
what that motherfucker is. Okay.
Just looked under that. That was a weird fucking segue for that. You just looked at it like, oh, can you hand me Javi's dick? It's been propping up the table for like, I don't know how long.
Mr. Conway, anyway.
I am so far behind in this old series that I started reading.
Which one?
James Patterson's, like that whole First to Die, Second Chance, and all this. There's 18 of those motherfucking books.
Oh shit.
18!
But you're getting through them so quickly.
What book are you on?
First to Die.
God damn.
I told you, if anything, start with the Alex Cross series.
And I gotta restart First to Die because I don't remember where I left off.
Oh God.
I know for a fact I wasn't that far. It's like on chapter 13.
You just reread it.
Yeah.
Do you have the reading problem like Ramos?
Yes.
Do you really have the reading problem like Ramos?
It's easier to say that.
No, he just doesn't like to. He's lazy about it. Let's put it that way.
But he's lazy enough to actually, or he's not lazy enough to still try to read. That's a weird sweet spot.
Yeah. I'm like right there in the middle.
Well, hey, you when the Witcher Netflix show comes out, you don't have to read those books. You can just watch it.
It's true. That is true.
Don't read the books. Don't support that asshole. Like fucking dick.
Who?
The guy who created it. He gave it to them to make video games out. He's like, oh, this is a book. Who gives a shit about video games? It's like, that's why he only asked for like what? He asked for like 16,000, 50,000, something like. He asked for a dumb small amount of money. It's like, bro, we're making a game off of this. Like, this is hopefully gonna be like a big game. It's gonna be possibly a trilogy, multiple games. He's like, I don't give a shit about that. You're barely gonna make any money. Give me $50,000, $16,000. They make 3 big ass games. I said 2 and then 3. I'm stupid. Fucking, it's sauce.
Math.
It's the sauce getting to me. Fucking,
I can't feel my face.
oh, I can't. But, then all of a sudden they're like, oh, 2 Witcher games come out. They're big as fuck. He's like, oh, we actually look at this shit? We actually play this shit? How much money have y'all made? A couple $1 million. $1 million? Renegotiating my contract. It's like, motherfucker, after you were just saying video games suck and there was no reason for you to, like, he's a fucking asshole.
Dick.
With your own property, too. Like, why would you do that? You would think that, like, if somebody wanted you to work for, like, you started making characters or whatever, you had your story, and then they were like, hey, we want to use that and make a video game out of it, and this, that, and third. Wouldn't you, like, you take that shit seriously? You would get as much money out of the contract as you can, and
I would not say give me a flat amount. I would definitely order percentages.
Word. 50%. But this motherfucker didn't think anything was going to happen.
All right.
Come of it.
Disney.
Oh my god, we're gonna talk about that.
Don't no. Disney, they take everything.
Okay.
They buy everything, but with this, in respect to this one, I
This
can't
was bullshit.
blame either side. I really can't blame either side. If you got one side doing most of the work and they're like, hey, can we get...
all of the work. Disney does all of the work.
And actually,
the only thing Sony does is cut the
actually,
paycheck.
Yeah. He actually directed Spider-Man Far From Home. Homecoming.
So why you get mad at Disney then?
Kevin Feige is Disney. He's not mad at Disney. He's mad at
I know,
Sony.
I'm saying, why are you getting mad at Disney?
Where you just like you're helping
right.
against your
Like seriously, you literally. This is why I say, I don't blame them. If they're doing all this,
Javi's like
yes,
a friendly
it should
fire.
get
I thought he was
right.
gonna say about Javi, like, see, this is why I don't talk to niggas after 5 o'clock.
This is why we don't play Call of Duty with Javi.
It's like if you were to look at, you're looking at it on a macro scale where you're like, oh, it's a big ass company and Disney's so greedy. It's like, okay, first of all, Sony's greedy as fuck too. The only reason they're
greedy.
all greedy. The whole reason that Sony,
why Spider-Man, in my opinion, like this reboot worked was because of Disney.
exactly, because of Marvel. Well, yeah, because
Well,
that was him. That was
Tom Holland
them.
actually signed-
That was the
is signed to
casting.
Sony.
He is. But the Disney and Marvel were the ones who did the casting for him.
Yeah.
And then put him on Sony. Because they did all the work. Sony cuts the checks, but they also make Marvel and Disney make like something like 5% of either the overall or 5% of like the first weekend or some shit like that. It's tiny as fuck. You can't expect someone to keep working like that for nothing. The only reason Sony wants to keep it is because Sony is obsessed with Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man is like, you know about Kamen Rider, Power Rangers, all that shit. Literally, that's like Spider-Man spawned that shit. They're obsessed with like a masked whatever
Masked
hero
heroes.
doing whatever.
I think
He's the reason why they're
Spider-Man was
obsessed
the
with that.
first thing with a giant robot.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Fucking, they're obsessed with Spider-Man, and they don't want to let him go. Sony is a Japanese-owned company. They're like not gonna let him go.
I mean, the same way with Fox did with Fantastic Four. Even though Fantastic Four sucked every time they made one.
Well, that was Fox's fault.
It was.
They literally were making... Now, Fox was being even more of an asshole because they were literally making terrible movies in order to keep the fucking IP. That shit was ridiculous.
Yep.
So
they only did one movie right, in my honest opinion. That was Logan.
That was alright, yeah. It wasn't as good as the Old Man Logan comic, but...
Well, because they combined Old Man Logan with Death of Wolverine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't fully like that.
You didn't like because he died. That's what it was.
No.
Kill yourself. That movie was...
fucking Wolverine, right?
Can I tell you that is like my favorite part of any episode of the fucking of Jamie Foxx show is like, here, kill yourself. Anyway, but you can't say that to people nowadays. You don't know what people going through, so it's fucked up. But still, that shit's hilarious.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman portrayed that role beautifully. It was beautifully written from start to finish. I cried at the end. I ain't even gonna lie.
Because you a bitch.
Hugh Jackman was my Wolverine. They killed him.
Nah, he cried because he left a little Mexican girl. He's like, oh, they give me my daughter.
So wait, Javi, just out of curiosity, did you cry during Endgame?
I cried at the end of Endgame. I did.
I'm just curious because both of those movies had
that
the
found
moments.
the bitch in everyone. That's not
Because the reason why Endgame was so emotional, since like I said, I was there from the beginning, so it was an end.
exactly
Something wonderful that was created that I watched build and grow.
like literally. I watched that first one with
yeah,
friends or whoever brought me.
yeah,
That.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I was there for Iron Man. I watched every movie in theaters.
I didn't watch every movie in theaters. I didn't hop on until like Thor: Dark World. I think was my first one seen in theaters. Well, I mean, I saw like the Iron Man movies, but that was before I realized like it was part of something that was gonna be bigger. So, but yeah.
So I've watched, like I said, from Iron Man 1 to Captain America, Thor, all of that. And then I ain't gonna lie, it kind of tugged a lot the way they killed Iron Man. Like they could at least let him close his eyes. He had to die with his eyes open.
Yeah, it was kind
Spoiler
of
alert if you ain't seen it yet.
I mean, we already did spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was nice that they did the whole spoiler thing where they're like, don't do it, like Disney actually said, like, don't say anything for the first like month or so because it's gonna take a while. It's a year in the making, but a lot of people need their, and don't spoil anything. But like normally, I'm like 2 weeks after, I don't go fuck. You've had 2 weeks to look at this movie.
Yeah, 2 weeks to watch
shit. That was a big ass movie. I was like, okay, I'll fall back.
I mean, like I said, our Endgame was great from start to finish.
Yeah, a lot of people were upset about some certain things like oh shit.
Logan was great from start to finish.
It was alright.
Actually, there's some rumors that Robert Downey Jr. might be coming back for the Ironheart stuff.
Really?
I don't know if it's true or not because they were talking about
doing.
doing Ironheart, and rumor is Robert Downey Jr. was like pro Ironheart.
Bro,
so he
wait.
Isn't it just a vocal thing? It's not.
It might be a hologram.
He might be a hologram though, because when in the comics when he died in Civil War II,
his consciousness, he basically became Jarvis.
Yeah, and only he actually has like, instead of Jarvis is just a voice and like a brain matrix or whatever, but he's Tony actually has like a legit like hologram that comes up usually, and he like talks to Riri. So he's legitimately like,
if it's hologram or voice, it'll still be great. And if they throw a hologram in there at least once, everybody going.
The other thing they could do with this is, if they're gonna bring Riri Williams in, they have to bring in Doom. That would be the perfect way to bring Doom into this fucking universe. It's like infamous Iron Man. Infamous Iron Man. He could be like, Tony Stark's dead. The world needs Tony Stark or someone like him. I'm gonna be Tony Stark, and then he just starts doing shit. People don't really like him. This, that, third. They're trying to get used to him. They're like, "Who the fuck are you? You trying to be like Iron Man? You fake ass Iron Man?" And his own personal shit starts mixing in. All of a sudden, boom, I'm the bad guy now. Now you bring in the Fantastic Four, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
All right. I'm all for Doom being put in there, but I kind of want Galactus to be done right. I fully believe they need to. I would rather Galactus be the next big bad.
That's what I was about to segue into, like, who should be the next big bad.
And because you commented on that, because you said you want to Doom. I
want Doom for specifically that, for the infamous Iron Man thing, because it's perfect. Tony's dead. It's like the best time to do it.
It is.
But
he's not going to be. I want Galactus to be done right, and I feel like for any villain, like he was done dirty. The worst.
The first time, it was kind of
like you gonna make this man a cloud thing
with a face. Why do they always default to cloud with a face?
I see a cloud.
I mean, wasn't there a point where it was just like he opened his mouth to try to eat the world or whatever?
No, it was.
I saw that movie when I was a fucking child.
See, that only time you actually saw it was when Silver Surfer went up there to go stop it, and then in the movie.
Yeah, that was dumb.
That was it. I was like, I need that. That pissed me off to no end, and I want them to do Galactus right.
It is really going to be really hard to sit out here and try to do Galactus right. Because you got to remember, he is this huge entity.
Yeah.
So I don't think Galactus would work.
Have they shown any cosmic entities yet?
Yeah.
They've shown them, but have they actually had them like talking?
Yeah, with Strange.
Doing shit. Dormammu, I guess.
Man,
he's not Dormammu's not really a cosmic entity though. Dormammu is like almost like Sidorak. He's like one of the old gods that's just banished to like his own dimension.
Yeah.
But like I'm talking about like Lord Chaos, Lord Order, fucking
Eternity, Infinity,
Death.
Big scary.
Death, yeah. I don't even think
we saw Eternity and fucking Ant-Man. When he was shrinking, there was a part where you see like the antler thing.
I was going to say technically, but
yeah. And then Hela, I guess, is I don't count her as, but
it's really nice.
Well, I mean, there is a Hell and a Hela, so that's why
one's Loki's daughter, the other one's just some other bitch. But they haven't shown anyone like and had them have like screen time where they like talk and shit.
No. But I still think it is fully possible at this point. They can do something like it. And they don't have to have his full body in frame.
Oh yeah, we're gonna fight.
They should.
We're gonna fight ahead.
They should though. You don't want it to be like
It'll
MODOK
be
or some shit.
no. You can have it be the upper half of him, like
The head baby, like MODOK with the fucking tiny arms and the tiny legs.
And I'm done.
Yeah, right. You're not. That's what I'm saying. You don't want it to be like that. You want to show the whole body. He has a whole fucking body.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it's along the lines you're saying that they can't render it properly, I think that they can
render it properly.
It's not that the problem is, here's the thing about it is, they're gonna try to do this as cheap as they can. You gotta realize this, because you gotta to sit out here and to render something like.
My only thing is Disney though. Disney
don't
goes
think they'll
above
go
and
that
beyond for their shit with respect to like animation and shit. You look at how they did with Treasure Planet and how they rendered like an entire fucking. That entire boat was the same kind of animation that they did for Tarzan when they did the vines and shit. How they literally like 3D rendered the whole thing, even though it was like a 2D movie, and it's supposed to be like that shit was dumb expensive. They did that for animated movies. I feel like they have enough money and energy that they can put towards making like a good Galactus, especially because it's their at this point it's their baby, and they're gonna let Marvel do whatever the fuck they want because Marvel has made them money up until now. Like I don't know. They could cheap out. That'd be really stupid.
I think they are, because I think making Galactus is going to be really, 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 really dumb expensive.
It's definitely gonna be one of those things where they're not gonna show him in full until right before like the fight starts. It's just gonna be nothing but like Galactus is coming, Galactus is coming, Galactus is coming. You're gonna meet Silver Surfer. Yeah, right. The British are coming. Then you're gonna meet him, and then it's gonna be like, oh shit. Then they're gonna start fighting. But I mean, it's gonna be a good fight.
And then 10 years from now,
it have to be like an endgame. Like
10 years from now, we can get Franklin Richards, Galactus Hero.
Bruh, maybe get Franklin Richards now, because that adult him was in that
future.
Story. He's from the future. He came to the past to be like, I'm gonna suck the energy out of my young self. Now I'm double Franklin Richards. Fuck you, Galactus.
Or we can get some spinoffs. We can get the Golden Odie. We can get Marissa Tomei her spinoff.
Why the fuck?
We need a Fantastic Four for her though, because remember she was watching Franklin, and then Galactus was he was drawn to Franklin.
Why the fuck would you bring that up?
This is why I'm really sad.
Golden Marissa Tomei. You don't want that?
No. Javi's like, maybe. I can do that.
I don't care what anybody says. Marissa Tomei as Aunt May, that was bad. I expected them to get like some old lady like.
Yeah, you saw Happy trying to put in that work.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, that's too much. Because Uncle Ben can't like Aunt May can't die like that close after Uncle Ben. Goddamn.
Peter won't handle it. He's gonna go on some Superman,
killing
people and stuff.
The other thing too that I was really glad about this whole Spider-Man series.
That's dope.
Was that they didn't kill Uncle Ben again. If I had to see him die for the third time, I probably would have became a raging alcoholic. Or Peter.
Oh, I thought you were saying like I'm mad that they didn't kill Uncle Ben.
Nah,
I need this to happen just so I know it happened. Kill him again. That's fucked up.
It's because they couldn't get Tobey Maguire for it.
I know. Yeah, people were saying that, and it's like Tobey Maguire and Marissa Tomei are like 10 years apart. He's like 40, she's like 50. So people were like, "That's like, huh?
That's 1,550-year-old,
right?"
Her, Jennifer Lopez,
Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Angela Bassett came out with the white dreads, I'm like, storm.
Yeah.
I know it's not her, but that was the first. Like I was like, oh, they could make a storm.
That was dope.
They could make a storm.
That was dope.
That's how I was kind of hoping like the whole X-Men Fox deal would have happened sooner, because it would have been great if like at the end of Black Panther, like he just he walked out on his like balcony and because obviously there's gonna be more movies, more bad guys, and he was like, the world knows who we are now. The world knows about us.
We might get it in Black Panther.
There's gonna be a storm, and then you just
Black
see like
Panther,
lightning in the background. It's like, oh, setting up a storm.
That's on the list too. Black Panther 2 is coming out May 6th, 2022, I believe.
Damn, that's so far away.
Yeah, it's very far away.
That sucks.
I give you time to get swole for your movie.
And when the X-Men do come, yeah, right? you gonna play Wolverine? That'd be dope.
I mean, Wolverine is a shorter dude. It's just that Hugh Jackman is just great for it.
Right?
You know what it was? Hugh Jackman, he made the role come alive.
Yeah.
Like Patrick Stewart did for Professor Xavier, Robert Downey Jr. did for Iron Man.
Well, they wanted Affleck to do for Batman.
Affleck to do that for Batman.
I don't care what anybody says. Batfleck was a good Batman.
He was an alright Batman. I'm not gonna fault him for being, but he quit too early.
He was the Batman that they wanted him to be, but he wasn't the Batman that the fans wanted.
He was like a buff jock Batman. It was kind of weird.
Also, he killed Matt. His body count was high. His body count,
but it was like he was
high.
like older Batman who didn't give a shit anymore because like I guess Robin
he was Dark Knight Returns Batman.
Yeah, Robin had already been like fucked up by the Joker. You see the Robin suit that has the ha on it, so you're like, okay, this is a Batman that doesn't give a shit about human life.
So it's just like I think he did a good job. The reason why he pulled out of the movie is because they didn't know DC didn't know what direction.
I keep doing that. I keep saying Disney and DC.
Like they did not know what direction they wanted to take. The problem with the whole DCEU thing, the reason why it crumbled, like
because they rushed it super hard.
They rushed it super hard. They set up here. They tried to build the Justice League
honestly,
off the Trinity.
If they would have, if they would have just like put out like 2 more movies, they should have put out 2 more movies and then did the team up, just so it could be more groundwork.
Really
they were trying to.
You introduced the Trinity.
Yeah.
In Man of Steel, instead of giving Superman his own movie, Batman his own movie.
Honestly, if they would have did like
Batman his own movie and Wonder Woman did her
honestly,
own movie.
if I could see them holding off on the Batman and just do like Superman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, because they've done Batman to death.
Yeah. So I could see like Superman, Wonder Woman, and then Batman versus Superman, but don't put Wonder Woman in it. Just have them two, and like they would have tweaked it. That was
kind of random. She just kind of showed up.
Yeah, I'm saying like if they would have tweaked it so she wasn't in it.
Because the thing about this, like they could have done it.
You must
in Superman, they could have introduced. If we were going to do your idea, they could have introduced Batman in that whatever, and they could have introduced another random character that was a byproduct of from Man of Steel. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Like, in all honesty,
Cyborg getting hurt.
I was going to say they could do Cyborg or they could have did Martian Manhunter
instead of going back to it
because it could have been like. They could have did Martian Manhunter the way they did in the cartoon, where it's like he's been in the lab all this time, and then when the when Doomsday showed up, oh no, and then he like popped out to help out. Yeah. I mean, it would have been the same stretch as with Wonder Woman, because Wonder Woman kind of just popped up too. But at least you know like why he's around is like he's like under Metropolis in the lab or something.
Yeah, you could have sit out here, you know what I'm saying?
Martian Manhunter got hands too.
In Man of Steel, that's when they could have sit out here and retcon the memory of Cyborg getting hurt. In Wonder Woman, they could have introduced another character like how they did in Thor.
Actually,
voice your opinions on the podcast, then.
So,
how Superman's a trash hero.
Wait, hold on, Joe. There's actually something I wanted to ask Javi, so it's good to have you here for it. So, Javi, have you seen Shazam?
He watched it with me.
I watched it with him. Megan Good was the best part of that movie. Woo! Yeah, right, Joe.
Trash movie.
That was fucking weird though that she was like a child. Yeah.
Oh, he's into that type of stuff, you know.
That's
why he loved it so much. Your favorite character.
You just made me seem like a fucking pedophile.
He calling you the Pope.
Defend yourself, then. Damn.
I was talking about Megan Good, not just say you're not. Like, goddamn, son.
We say she's the best part of the movie.
She was the best part of the movie.
It's still a child.
She was playing the role.
Freddie Freeman was hilarious. I'm just gonna put that out there.
He was.
Like, you know a guy that's basically him. As an adult,
he said that Joe is Freddie Freeman.
Yeah,
from HeroClix. Yeah,
he's basically him.
Oh
wow! Right? It works. Shit's crazy. Oh, I heard Method Man wants to be Bishop.
Quick question for Javi: who does this look like to you, silhouette wise?
Asta, clearly.
I was gonna go Sora.
Right? It does kind of look like
Sora.
Yeah.
Kind of the way the chin is right there and the hair is like that. It kind of looks like
I'm not looking at the shoes. I'm looking at the hair. Like,
the way the hair and the chin is, it kind of looks like Hiei. Like the way Hiei has that little tuft of hair on his, and then his rest of his hair goes back like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So many right answers. Which was the right answer?
Neither. It's Goku.
What?
I
see that now.
Super Saiyan Goku.
Yeah. I see that now.
I'm surprised you didn't. Good. I mean, could you have him on your arm?
Right.
That'd be funny if he was in the same pose too, like. He's just like, oh shit. This nigga be moving him
That's
arm?
what I probably should have done, like do that silhouette and then just like have it in the center. Oh well.
Mom, when you gonna teach me how to do art?
How to
well,
do
first
art.
of all, you don't do art.
You have to live.
You are it.
You gotta be the marble, Javi.
Okay, so his trigger, he does like the deep forest emergence. Oh, he took that in stage mode. That's really cool.
That's pretty dope. So Man wants to be Bishop. We're gonna let him be Bishop.
I'm slamming doors much.
I don't know.
I'd rather have him slam it shut, make sure it's closed.
Slamming doors much.
Much.
Wait, what? Hold up, wait. Is this a new language? I'm confused. Is this a new language? I was confused. All here was much.
Sit down.
Much.
What are you doing?
Why I gotta sit?
Let me see. So, what we got coming out? We got Eternals coming out.
We got Eternals, Shang-Chi,
Method Man, Bishop.
Right.
What do you think?
I'm okay with it.
I am too.
I don't know. Like, Method Man hasn't really done a major role.
It's about time he gets a major role.
Yeah, he's on TV right now. I think he's what is that?
He's done movies too.
Yeah.
He's done movies.
He's working with Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Right.
On
I know
something.
he did Ha Ha.
What is that TV show?
I forgot about Ha Ha.
What is that show? It's about like the something of sex or something like that. Or I think he plays like a pimp or something like that.
If it's anything with TV, I don't know.
He was in what's the name with Adam Sandler, Cobbler.
Yeah.
No.
The Cobbler was a solid movie. I enjoyed
He
that
pops
movie.
up randomly in shit, and we're not gonna pretend like he's not good.
And
he was also
he's
in
in
Luke Cage.
Jinx
He
went
was
back
in
to
Luke
spinning
Cage.
taxis.
That shit was great, but he was himself though in Luke Cage. Can you really count that?
So you can't really count when you play yourself.
No. Yes, you can.
What do you mean? How does that
Because portraying yourself on camera means you have to now think of everything that you do
All your
and try and
mannerisms
portray it
and all that
properly.
fun
Nigga, or
stuff.
just be yourself.
Just be yourself.
No, because it's
I'm
still
being
a
myself in
different
this
thing.
podcast. I'm a fucking retard in this podcast. I'm being myself.
Why you
Just 'cause
keep
be
saying the
acting.
R word, man? What the
Bruh.
hell?
I'm a fucking dumbass. There you go.
Oh, now
we're
you
not
saying
disputing
retards
that.
and dumbasses? See,
Gotta distance.
Cancel.
You gotta distance yourself from.
Cancel.
sponsor poison. Nigga, sponsor poison.
Originally, that was me.
This is why you want me to come over. Because you knew I was going to write myself into this spot.
Exactly.
Wow, that's fucked up.
No,
I was set up for failure.
I fully believe he
Put you in a
is
trap in
more
your
than
mind.
capable of pulling off Bishop.
No.
There really isn't anyone around, I think, who could do a.
The guy they got to play
And if Bishop ever turns into a bad guy, we know that Method Man is great at being bad guys because holy shit, Volcano High.
Not really.
I thought he did a good job.
Maybe it was how they had him written and everything that he was doing. And probably for
He
the
only
pure
had 8
fact
lines.
that
Yeah.
I hated that
Bishop
movie
from,
because of
Disney
what they did
Plus.
to Storm.
Oh yeah, well, because he was part of the story framing device where he was in the future and like they weren't focusing on those people.
Yeah.
They were literally only focused on them when they were like fighting, and it was like, oh no, we're dying. Oh my god, Wolverine, hurry up!
He really shouldn't have
Stop
died.
fucking that chick in the past.
And,
hurry
and,
the
how,
fuck up.
and how he died, he shouldn't have even died like that.
I mean, at
Yeah,
that
no,
point
sure.
though, you can't really blame them. Like, is how they wrote it.
Also, he's not from Days of Future Past Future. He's from like a different one that's the same thing basically, but not Days.
Nah,
of
He's-
no,
he's the
he is.
future.
'Cause
No,
in
he's
Days of
from a
Past,
future-
He was the one that they sent back.
Days. Kitty was the one that.
It was
said
Kitty. You're right. I apologize.
that. He's from another future where it's basically Days of Future Past, but the reason that it happened was different. Because in Days of Future Past, it was like somebody assassinated Gambit or whoever it was assassinated. Yeah, Gambit's kind of a dick sometimes. He assassinated.
still my favorite.
Xavier.
Definitely.
He assassinated like a bunch of people, and they were like, "Oh, mutants are dangerous." Sentinel program. In his, it was like Hope Summer did the 6-minute war, fucked everything up, and then it was like, "Oh, mutants are dangerous." Sentinel project. So it was like similar futures, but for different reasons.
I'm trying to think. In the X-Men animated series, did Nimrod come back with Cable or with after Bishop? Because they both came back at like the same points.
Might have
I don't remember which
I
one.
think it was
Cable.
Cable. I
Because
wanna say
Nimrod is
Cable.
like a mixture of a Sentinel and some other dude, and I think that dude was following Apocalypse.
Okay.
And Apocalypse like
Yeah, because I know Cable got the techno organic virus and all that from the
Yeah,
Apocalypse
that would do it.
virus and all that stuff.
Dude,
I couldn't remember all the specifics.
I think that has a nice sweet taste to it too.
Yeah.
I think that's why it
last
neutralizes.
The Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, because that's supposed to be hotter than this, but this feels harder than that.
Yeah. That's
But I
like
think
that's
it's-
like the bomb where it's just like nothing but pain and misery in it.
And the bomb is disgusting.
It
I
doesn't
I
taste
actually tried it. Ugh.
Doesn't taste good. Why are you sniffing it again?
Hold on. funny thing is, I think it was Jake that did that last night. It was either Jake or JT. Okay, so Ramos did that last night. Everybody had some of that last night.
I only smelled it. It feels like I tasted it.
Hold up. And after a good 10, 20 seconds, I was like, okay, started to cough and everything from it. Jake instantly started coughing as soon as he took the
My dude turned so fucking red. That was so instant.
You have it recorded too.
I do. Yeah. I'll have to put that up somewhere. God damn, it's a lot.
Slide stuff in there.
Alright.
It's for the strong.
Alright.
I ain't no bitch.
As long as you're not eating on the podcast.
Yeah. Who do you feel would make a good bishop? If not Method Man, who?
Redman.
I mean, if we're staying with why not?
I think who played him in Days of Future Past was good. Idris Elba would be great.
Get Busta Rhymes to grow his hair back up. He can be Bishop.
Bruh, alright, there it is.
Busta Rhymes did put on a lot of muscle, bruh.
He did. Was he in jail when that happened? What?
I don't know.
He just
he came back with a vengeance.
He knew that the 2000s were coming.
He was with G unit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was just his whole sweat, his rap pattern, everything changed.
He disappeared. He went up to the mountains to reach enlightenment.
So did he go up there with Chris Tucker? Because Chris Tucker was small and got mad big.
Chris Tucker got fat. Then he got swole. That's different.
Still big.
I mean, that's how you do it.
Yeah. Because he had the big thing, almost like Martin Lawrence.
I'm glad he started doing
Bad Boy, yeah. First of all, you singing
never again. Learn the lyrics.
Shit was great.
What happened?
There was a bunch of white kids singing
Bad Boys trailer.
Told you about that. Yeah, the other day. Remember we were talking about Martin Lawrence and his fat neck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
17 seconds in, they thought it was a trailer for Big Mama's house. You seen that meme? So all you see is Martin Lawrence, you see how he got big. Mm. So 17 seconds into this trailer, I thought this was the trailer for Big Mama's house.
I did see that. I did see that one. Yeah.
Ew.
Y'all wrong. Who would be a good Gambit? Now that I'm trying to.
No, you know the podcast.
Channing Tatum.
What you doing? Nigga, what the fuck?
Channing Tatum.
Fuck you.
I need nourishment. Okay.
Toros.
Go eat your Toros meat in the kitchen.
Oh, the Toros meat gone.
Wow, that's fucked up. Joe, you eat all Toros meat?
No, you automatically come to me on that one? What? Wait a minute. I feel very attacked right now.
As you should, good sir.
Can you fight?
Wow.
That was
man,
hilarious.
just ask the hole on the floor if I can fight.
The 401.
Well, there you have your answer.
Yeah, you was down for a little bit afterwards.
Trying to RKO motherfuckers. That's why the spirit of Randy Orton came out and said, that's my move, stop. Making it look bad.
Has anybody seen anything of that new promotion, that AEW promotion?
The what?
The AEW wrestling promotion?
I saw some of it, and I know there's a whole lot of controversy going down with that.
Why? What happened?
Because Vince is getting kind of irritated with some of his big name people supporting it. As in, not like they're working on them, but it's I hope they have good success and blah. Because even Mark or Undertaker had said, I hope they have good success and all that stuff with it, and that's like Vince McMahon.
No, Undertaker's Mark. You were right. Undertaker's gone. It's Mark. It's just Mark.
Well, not a lot of people know his actual name.
It's just Mark.
What about Mayor Kane? How does he feel about it? Because people don't know he's a mayor.
I don't know how that whole thing was so huge with him running for that. I was like,
I didn't know he was running for mayor until he became mayor.
Wait, so this dude is mad because other people are wishing for other people to be successful?
People that are currently signed under him are wishing for the success. And his name is, some people Dean Ambrose, who is now, when he left WWE, went to AEW. Ty Dillinger left for AEW.
Dean Ambrose came back though.
But it's still the
He's
my question more so is like
he was there
it's
last year
if you
with Roman Reigns in them.
If you were doing something,
but
and
now
I'm telling people,
I thought he left.
Everyone
earlier,
knows that I'm for you, but I'm promoting this guy saying, "Hey, you know, here's this."
What are you going on there?
Huh? But I'm not lifting you up at all. So it's just like,
and that's like in my opinion, I would have no problem with that. It's like I would want like other people, like if you're trying to be successful, by all means, like do whatever you have to do.
But he wants the money.
Don't step on people. You don't have to step on people.
Right, it's like
any means necessary. I'll cut
it off. But Vince just, I really think he's gotten to the point where he's rich, but he fears people are trying to get the money from him, snatch the money away from him, basically. So he's like that paranoid rich.
The other thing with it is
like
too,
a black
is like, it's been so long since there was a good rival. Like in my opinion, the reason why WWE was successful when it was because it had WCW as its rival.
Also, people didn't know it was fake.
Well, it was the first.
Bro, somebody body slammed somebody.
It was the first, and they had their hand in with WCW too. So
that wasn't until after what's the face they went out of business.
It was
the reason why it went out of business.
It was before that too. No, because this is the only one I'm going off of. What he had a hand in it, but he wasn't giving it money to help it succeed or anything like that. But anything that was coming in, he was getting the cut from it.
Vince did not. The reason if he would have had his hand in it, he would never sit out here and bury Triple H the way that he did when Kevin Nash and Scott Hall left for WCW.
That's because they were trying to recruit everybody. They were in that locker room trying to get people to leave and go over there.
That is true.
And that's why, okay, well, you're out here doing all this, bullshit here.
But
I'm going to make a lesson out of you by doing this to you.
If I had my hand in something, I'm not going to sit out here. But he didn't have a hand in it.
Not at first, but he started. That's when
it wasn't until the downfall of WCW, because he actually bought WCW. I think a year before it went off the air.
No, I thought he got it after it went off the air, so they couldn't go back up.
No, he bought it a year. Alright, it was bought a year before they went off the air. But you know how it takes time for all the contract and everything to get approved. See, so that's when they did the whole invasion storyline when WCW was coming into the invasion because he'd already bought it.
Right, I do remember that.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was when it got shut down. That's when he went ahead and.
No, he bought it it was a good year before it shut down. That's when he bought it.
Did he buy it to shut it down?
I believe that.
Yes and no. He bought it because he wanted talent.
Isn't like he bought it so he could shut it down and bring them in? Because that's why people like Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan who were in WCW are in WWE Hall of Fames and shit.
Not anymore.
No.
Actually, they're putting Hulk Hogan back.
Really?
Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Why is this though? I have to find out about
because he said nigga and then he said the
no. I know why he's out.
I'm saying he said the opposite word of nigga and then they forgave him. I don't know what that is though. He said nigga backwards. I don't know.
Again. Again.
I want a shiny mischievous.
Dragon. Like a dragon.
I'm gonna be honest with me. It was with the whole Hulk Hogan thing. I was like, okay, he was already inducted. You're trying to save face and separate yourself from somebody who's deemed racist. And for me personally, I was like, you know what? You took a conversation with him being extremely mad and dealing with his daughter. I was like, I got.
Yeah, you're gonna be irrational when it comes to your family.
So I was like, you know what?
I
can somewhat blame him, but I can't.
I don't
blame. Play white devil's advocate.
I am gonna be. You know what? I don't think he said anything completely wrong. All he said was that if my daughter's gonna date an N-word, at least be a 6'5" basketball one, not a wannabe rapper. I would want the same for my daughter.
I feel like the sentiment behind the words, I'm like, I understand, but at the same time, you can't call these niggas.
But
like
see,
that.
I don't think it was him. This is why, off the conversation, I think the person on the other end of the line is one that's saying all this racial bullshit. Because I don't know who's the one. I didn't do it.
I caught one thing out of two.
You caught the trash and not the.
I tried to kiss the water.
Caught that last night.
Because everything you're saying is in response.
Pokemon's, I'm getting a sword when it comes out.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know.
Early trial for Sword and Shield in Japan.
That
Sucks to be you. They might bring one here.
No, Switch is region lock, so I could get it.
Yeah. Can you read it though?
That is nasty.
You're gonna be walking in like the same forest for 45 minutes, like,
I don't know where the fuck to go.
Like, go left, and it's like, oh shit, I can't read that. I'm gonna go right.
And then you die.
But no, but I mean, the same reason why China won't get. I don't know if they lifted her ban on the Hall of Fame, but
Well, why did China have a ban on hers?
because she did porn.
yeah.
Fucking so did Trish Stratus.
So?
She did Playboy. That's the difference.
Yeah, that's like the difference between like it's like boudoir and all that kind of shit.
It's like the kind of porn Justin wants. He sat balance and have that balance.
Different. No, that's different.
That's the only
porn that I want, the Australian porn, is half porn, half show. I want Game of Thrones, but like the actors fuck. Like actually though. Not like people in the background who are like, oh, those are just porn stars. They just paid them to fuck. It's different. Different.
He wants storyline with his porn.
This nigga gets it. Good acting, plot, storyline, fucking. Like real life.
No, so that's why I like Game of Thrones.
And you don't?
I don't.
Shame. Shame. Like you haven't been saying that for the past fucking week?
They appeal to my inner petty god.
Hold up.
Exactly.
Here's why he doesn't like Game of Thrones. One word.
Nice.
Hodor.
Leave William out of this!
That's some fuck shit.
And they made a fucking pop out of that. Oh my gosh!
And they didn't name him.
You're gonna get it, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes, I'm gonna get it, but out of respect for him.
Hodor.
This man died for our sins.
I'm telling you, dude, he should be able to say ho and door. He should be able
Just stop trying to call people hoes.
He's a Pokemon. He should be able to call people hoes. Ho.
I am Groot.
Ho. Door.
No.
You know what's funny?
Ho. Door. Ho to door.
Fuck you guys. The show is so stupid. It's the same thing over and over again. Oh, we're family. Clap cheeks. Oh, women in power. Going crazy.
First and foremost,
We're family.
Jon Snow did not know he was clapping his arm.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
It wasn't until after.
And then he tried again.
She tried.
They both did. They both did. Oh my god. No, you Alabama looking motherfucker gonna stop this shit.
Yeah, you a little too far north for that.
That's why I'm trying to go back down south.
Her nasty ass.
I'm gonna need you to chill. It's like originally my grandma's from Alabama, so I'm gonna need you to like kind of.
But see, she got away from it.
Yeah.
She ran to the north.
She saw people coming. She's like, nah, I'm not with that shit.
You forget. So is my grandmother, Pigeon Creek, Alabama.
Dalton, I think. It's mine.
Oh, it's a sheep.
See,
y'all, both of y'all grandmas met each other at some point.
I swear to Bob, somehow we are related.
Right. We've been talking about this for like years.
I found out how I'm related to Tia and Maya. Somehow I'm going to find out how I'm related to you.
You're related to Tia and Maya?
Yeah.
Really? Crazy.
It's interesting.
Very.
It's almost like he's meeting other stand users like they're trying to.
Which is why I'm trying to find out, because then we can do Family Feud.
Dun-dun-dun. We gotta start practicing that just in case we ever, like, anybody gets in that.
I have too much of a like people anxiety.
Oh yeah. How big is that like audience that's watching you do that game? Like when you're doing it?
Oh, it's all CG.
CG the ugliness on that white guy's face. He's like a background character in SimRush.
What? There's a sloth Pokemon now? Where have I been?
Fucking sloth Pokemon.
Bruh, that's
Slacking.
like what? Third gen, second gen?
Three.
That's where I stopped. I
There's
didn't
I
play.
stopped at 1.
And that's
You
why,
would love Lucario. Shiny Lucario when he goes Mega. He looks like
He
Goku.
knows about Lucario because
I know about him.
he plays Smash, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
Why did it sound like you said I know about him?
Joe, like, oh, I've been there. Memories.
Daenerys, Queen of all tops. That shit was great.
Oh my gosh! Like I should really bring that up,
do it.
but it's gonna make him sound so bad.
Who, me?
Yeah,
What
you.
was it? You said what
The reason why I wanted you to meet Mark.
Oh, go ahead, say it. Oh, shit. I can fuck.
Well, no, because that whole thing came up because he was saying like any flamboyant gay guy can't be a top. They're all bottom.
No, what? I didn't
Yes.
say that.
Yes, you did because you said you can't see a flamboyant gay dude being a top. And this is why I said I need you to meet Mark because he's the most flamboyant guy that I know.
Look, he's thinking about it. Did I
I'm
say
trying to
that?
think. I'm like,
Did I say that?
I know I said something close to it because I know I said something about flamboyant gay boys.
Carl, were you there? Were you there that night, Carl?
Flamboys.
I was not there.
No, this is one of the few times we're left alone in the house. And then stupid shit gets said all the time. And I just need to record him all the time.
Why do you leave me with him? He brings up.
I mean, he used to. Remember the Nick recordings?
He's his own
Oh,
person.
God.
Yeah, we used to record.
He has feelings too, you know.
Does he?
They're all simulated.
I knew.
I've seen him step on things and be like, bitch.
I really can't.
Flip it
tell
up
me
in
I'm
roll
wrong.
chairs.
Oh,
Don't
shit.
tell me that I'm wrong. Don't tell me that I'm wrong. She wore a crown and came down in a bubble.
Doug. Bubble Doug. Yeah.
Ah, good.
Oh my god, we went so
God.
far away from the Disney thing.
It really did. It spiraled out. So I'm just gonna say this: Disney can do what they need to do to get the money. Superman sucks as a hero. Logan was a trash movie.
Kill yourself.
They
Kill
have
yourself.
they have their shitty business practices, and I'm not gonna like defend them on everything. But with respect to those two things, buying out Fox to get the rest of, you have your fucking chess set right here. I take some of these pieces. Of course, you don't want these pieces back. So you're gonna buy me as a slave, make me give the pieces back, and then fucking the business deal where you're doing all the work and not making any of the money. You offer to pay for half of it. You offer to pay for half of the budget, and you'll also be making half of the profits, and you're still gonna be doing all the work. Sony just doesn't want to do that because it's gonna cut their profits like literally in half. They'll go from making like 800 million something to like 400.
Well, the other reason why Sony doesn't want to do that deal is because actually Spider-Man made more than what was the last 007 movie that came? Was it Quantum of Solace? No, not that one. Skyfall.
Skyfall, yeah. Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
The hobby that I was told was going to come here today, but then you...
I said Javi was going to be here, but I said
was like,
Javier's going to be here, but not Bardem.
Not Bardem, and I was like, what the fuck?
See, I immediately shut it down so your mind wouldn't go there.
It's fucked up.
It's also in a Disney
And that
movie.
was Sony's highest gross movie up until Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Spider-Man?
Night Monkey?
and the thing about it is, too, they could have done so much. Had Spider-Man stayed in here, they could have done so much.
I mean, well, and another thing is that they're in negotiations. So what happened was they talked about the 50-50 deal, and then
I know they
Sony
came
just
back to
walked
the
the
table.
fuck out. They did come back to the table because that's opening negotiation. Like, you don't negotiate saying, like, Shadow, your art right there, $50, $100. You don't go up. You know what I mean? You start at the highest bid, and then you go down.
Agreed.
So you're like, okay, so we do all the work. So maybe like what, 30%? Make 30%, something like that.
Speaking of art and my selling of it,
I'm gonna open a booth at the con.
That'd be dope.
I would have to like still like make. I would have to like make like a lot of things more so like of like My Hero and Inuyasha, like gaming stuff like that, and
So just crank up the sweatshop and get to work. Go.
Train me. If you train me, I can help.
Good God, you're not a child.
Just be like, this is
Children in
mine.
the sweatshop.
This is hobbies.
What the
This
fuck
would be
was
the
that?
bonds, and then a stick figure next to that. That was done by me.
$80. It's clearly Wolverine. $80.
It's a modern take on Wolverine.
Postmodern, excuse you.
This dates back to the caveman era.
I just reminded me of something for here.
Something my ancestors.
That's great.
But no, like I wouldn't even begin to like know it like with pricing.
Axe Trend.
My dad has the painting that I did, and he said he was gonna try to sell it. I was like, he still has it. He actually forgot about it. But it's like I wouldn't even know what's the price of that. Like
I don't know about how like specifically how art works, but typically when they do when you do pricing for things like that, you have to take into account like how much stuff goes into it. So like you know the cost of all the things you buy for it, and then
Canvas, the inks,
and then and then usually like how much time you spent on
man
it.
hours.
So if you took like if these guys like if the guy who's making the sketches that you had like the Hisoka sketch that you bought Joe, if my dude
that was digital, that is fucking. Oh, that's what I got.
That is actually
digital.
But if he had spent like
digital.
if he had spent like I don't know, let's say $50 to make this one thing, and then he also put in like 100 hours or whatever, I don't know, he might suck or he might be I don't know that much detailed. Depends on how much you want to put like for your time, and then I got it for a price.
I got a Hisoka print for like $25.
Yeah,
It's right behind me.
So for him,
actually no, that one was $30 because it's holographic. The special.
I need more Hisoka songs. I'm not gonna lie.
So for him, that probably took like $5, maybe $10 to make. So he gets a profit of $15. So 15 to 20.
Yeah, you can typically get more money for hand drawn stuff,
especially because printing stuff. I mean, well, I don't know. I don't know how hard it is computer art versus actually like creating and drawing and stuff, but.
Well, like with the computers, it's more so like you actually have like there's like the whole like layer process.
Yeah.
Whereas like doing it traditional, like how I do it, it's like
Cam does it.
It's layers in a way, but it's you can like erase like quicker.
It's more like the traditional stuff of like
and you actually have to you're struggling like a little more. Like there's a and so
I feel like you're trying to raise the price, sir. Look, I bled on this piece of paper.
No, like
give me more money.
I saw this video where somebody was like doing a digital version of Spawn, and it looked really cool.
Bled on this paper.
And
you see that red? That's my blood.
And
placemats. That's my blood. It's like
shut.
You see that red?
Disgusting.
Am I gonna get interrupted again?
He's like probably
waiting for it.
Probably wait for you to say something. Be like, done.
Like I will. Like I'll just stop talking altogether. I'll do it. I promise.
I won't interrupt you. I promise. I knew that's what you were waiting for.
Don't trust them new niggas. Okay.
But like the video that I saw, like this guy was in a digital of Spawn, and they actually made like a brush. They modified, I guess, the brush tool like to like instead of like being like a solid line or whatever, it was actually like chains. So instead of like doing like each chain link individually, it's just like one smooth like
stroke.
Yeah. So it's like. You can do that. You can do that digital. You can't do that like by hand. Like you have to. Like that's definitely like computer.
So that was like he like generated the thing and then just made it like that's the line.
Like so like
the line with the chain link pretty much.
Yeah.
Interesting. We gotta talk to Cam about stuff like that because Cam's pretty good with that.
I probably saved him like
the piece of spot.
2 seconds.
The piece of spot.
5 minutes.
No, a friend of ours that we went to Northstar with. He does all the digital drawings.
Yep.
I'm gonna start posting his stuff. Support him.
You never put my links in the descriptions or anything. You
didn't.
never asked me or anything.
I didn't. Because we haven't done one in so long. And also, I've been like half asleep. ever since I moved here. Working a lot.
Apparently, we tire him out too much. We bore him to sleep.
It's part of my hobbies, you know.
Anyway. So,
Anywho.
we're going to talk about stupid people real quick.
Me?
No.
Me?
It depends. Did you buy a haunted house?
I mean...
House ain't haunted.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, what you bring into the house doesn't count.
Are you sure? Because we did have that random fly issue.
Yeah.
That was weird as shit. Like, I don't know.
This nigga's like, wow, yeah, that was weird. I don't know what the fuck. That wasn't me.
It wasn't. Like when I moved into my mom's house and everything. Well, yeah, and then also when I moved here, like I got the sage, so I actually like cleansed.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do you say like a prayer though while you're doing it, or is it like auto?
Shame.
Nigga, that's not a prayer.
Shame.
That's not a prayer.
The sage, the white sage that I have, there's no prayer that you have
White
to say.
sage.
Yeah, you
okay.
just burn it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's
Right?
Is
Yeah.
that black sage?
that's some next level shit. No, it's white. It's clearly better than the black sage. Come on.
That white sage privilege.
I don't buy anything white.
You're wearing a
Nigga,
white
your shirt. You're wearing a white shirt. It's got venom on it, but still,
I'm colorblind.
you can still see white.
I can't.
Okay, so this next story, next story is about a hobby level person who bought a haunted house. Guess which haunted house they bought?
Amityville?
No, Long Island. Nah, fucking. You know the house from The Conjuring?
Sure. Why not?
I forgot where it is, but they sure why not? Nah, that's a different one, I think.
No, I thought it was Connecticut.
There's a Connecticut and then there's a whatever. Fucking dumbass niggas bought a haunted house and guess what? Surprise, it's haunted. It's weird shit's happening. Oh no. It's like, nigga, you bought a haunted house. It's famous for being haunted. Why the fuck would you buy it?
It's because they didn't buy the house that all those murders happened in, that like the family like or whoever got killed because of that.
Ned Flanders.
Ned Flanders.
He bought the haunted house where people were murdered in. There's the truth. And the truth.
The what?
The truth. You don't tell the truth, but you tell the truth.
So does that make the property value go up or down?
Down. If someone was murdered in the house, it goes down.
No, I'm talking about the haunting.
If it's famous for being haunted, it goes up.
Yeah.
It goes up. But nobody wants to buy it though.
That dumbass obviously bought it.
No, you got a lot of people.
It's dumb as they're living in it. Like
Millennials
turns into a museum.
who love the hauntedness of it all.
The
And
hauntedness.
because you
Swear
have
to God.
a lot of people who are buying houses that are famously haunted and turning them into like Airbnbs and stuff like that.
You know what it is? It's because white people don't have a predator. They don't know how to die, and they're trying to figure out ways to do it. Skydiving? Why not? Maybe my parachute won't work. Who knows? That's the part of the fun. Stupid.
Let's go bungee jumping, guys. No cable.
Yeah, right?
Tell me why my sister wants to go skydiving we'll take my father skydiving.
And your dad's going to be like,
Will he
hell
die?
no.
You know you're gonna have to
He
get
gonna die
like,
before he get to the ground.
You know you're going to die in the car, right?
like surprise, we're going skydiving.
I interchanged with that baby goat, so can I barter that for your sister?
You think
Nah, you
my
gotta make
sister
sure. Nah,
is
wait, hold on a
worth
sec.
a
Wait, hold on a
goat?
sec. You
Last
gotta make sure
time-
that you gotta raise that goat. You can't be giving her baby goats.
See, Joe, he's trying to undersell you now. Last time it was like 3 goats, 2 chickens, like 6 acres of land, a couple
Word.
cows.
Word.
Hey, I knew I would never get this stuff.
That is
I have a chance to win a baby goat.
That is insulting as hell.
Call the kid.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, my sister dropped
Call the
it.
kid?
Yeah,
Really?
baby goats are kids.
I don't do that.
The more you know.
What?
Yeah, the more you know. A
What?
baby goat is called a kid.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, he didn't know baby goats are kids? They're babies, nigga. It's a grown ass baby goat.
Ooh, shit.
I either
Breaking
take
shit.
the baby goat or $100 if I win. Which one would you rather?
You can't have actual money because that's It's called a thing. That's illegal.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe go to this.
It's not good. Like,
You're gonna spend more
so
money
like,
on
first
the
of all, don't touch me.
You're gonna start bringing you goat cheese, Joe.
Oh, if you could teach that goat to sing that song, would that
Fuck no. Because I have to deal with that.
Well, yeah, you use it as a sound grenade. Put it in Steve.
So then basically, it's gonna be the goat myself annoying the fuck out of each other because he's gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be like, it's my window.
Nigga, stop!
Like the ghost just standing there looking at Steve, and then he's like, while he's sleeping, it's just like that goat scream, and then he sees
And of course, that'll scare the fuck out of me.
Collateral damage.
Tell me why
Acceptable
Shanice has
losses.
never seen that video somehow and introduced it to her. She was just in fucking tears.
Which one?
The screaming goat. And I showed her that when we were down in California. And it's like, how have you gone as far not knowing what the hell that is? It's in
That's
commercials.
What the goats say.
That's fucked up. Yeah.
What does the shark say?
What does the shark say? So, it's towards the end of the podcast, and we should end it with, of course, an argument.
Oh, Super Saiyan Vegeta sucks. Super Saiyan Goku sucks. Super Saiyan Krillin sucks. Super Saiyan Chi-Chi sucks.
Super Saiyan Krillin though?
Super Saiyan Hercule sucks.
Yeah, right. That'd be legit.
Actually, wasn't it Super when he had
he was
his
still
delusions?
fail.
What?
When Hercule was having his Super Saiyan delusions? Was that in Super?
Yeah, it was. It was like the beginning of Super. No,
Y'all are
Superman
doing
sucks.
a good job of making me want to watch Super.
Superman sucks. Logan movie was a half trash movie.
Oh, shit.
Actually,
Oh,
I got something for you real quick. What do you think of the Loki series is supposed to be coming out? Think it's going to be any good? Because your boy Tom supposed to be reprising his role.
I am giving it a try purely because he is the one doing it.
Well, here's the other thing you got to take into consideration about that. It's everything that is going on with Marvel. Kevin Feige is doing it. This is why Luke Cage, all the Marvel shows on Netflix got canceled. Agent of the Shield is actually doing the last season.
Yeah, last season. Yeah.
Because there's those stuff they existed parallel to it, but they only referenced the Marvel movies. The Marvel movies never referenced them.
like almost never. They never did. Only reason we know it happens in the same universe because Nick Fury showed up in like a couple episodes.
Yeah. So it's,
For Agents of Shield.
Yeah.
For that, and then also in what's his name, they referenced the incident from the first Avengers movie.
yeah.
Well, yeah, but he's saying how like they don't go the other way around.
Yeah,
except for
that's
But I haven't watched Jessica Jones, so I don't know, and I haven't watched Daredevil. So for everything I heard from everybody, they're not worth watching.
Jessica Jones is not.
Daredevil is.
Daredevil is. Daredevil's good.
Daredevil's fantastic.
Yeah,
I love it.
I was actually thinking about watching it again.
That's what we should do. We should
Iron
just
Fist
marathon it.
Strap Joe to a chair.
No,
and watch that.
I fell for that hard, and I was like, wow, I wasted my time on this. Why?
On what?
Iron
Iron
Fist.
Fist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was.
It's
that wasn't
And then they brought him in Luke Cage and just brought Luke Cage down. So I was like, wow, you're going to bring this trash motherfucker in this? For what? Nothing.
Because he's the Rose Knight.
the Onion Knight.
Why do you keep bringing up the...
Because that motherfucker better survive. He's already
not
dead?
going to.
He's already. Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know if he's dead or not. I mean, I'm still tripped up on the fact that they tried to kill Arya, 4 or 5 times?
Bruh, yeah.
I mean, she literally puts herself in the most dangerous situations because she's the only person.
No, she did not put herself in a dangerous situation. That I'm gonna be nice to your girl. This woman decided to.
The nurse.
Why you say woman like that?
Because I want to say a different word.
This bitch
decided like I'm gonna burn everything and everybody. But wait, there's innocent people right there. I don't care. I'm upset because people don't love me here. People only love Jon Snow. And I'm not going to ruin things if people haven't seen it yet. But it's like, you know what? I'm tired of you. And that's how you kill Cersei? That's how she died.
The only reason I know
That she should have been. I'm not gonna say what I originally had said. She should have been to her.
The only reason I don't know, or I know about the endings for Game of Thrones, like different things that have happened, is because of memes. So I just sit there waiting for them to happen and watching Joe's reaction for shit, because I know that, like, I know certain things gonna happen, and I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. Wait for both of y'all. That'd be hilarious.
I'm just.
And they're like, what?
Hold door.
It's a trash show
Hold door.
with
Hold door.
trash people. And
Hold door.
take that breath away. Do. Anyway,
yeah.
it's just the
only part that was good
like
about Daenerys.
So
I can't. I gave it I literally have been watching this whole thing trying to find something I like, and everything that I liked about it, they found some way to just fuck it up.
Yeah, with pussy magic.
The
red woman.
You won't let that go.
Yo,
This
that
bitch
shit
killed
tripped me
somebody with her pussy.
That shit tripped me out.
You know what that remind me of? South Park with the Snoke.
Yeah.
Rise, my warriors.
Literally, that's what happened.
Yeah.
She summoned the darkest of dark niggas out of her pussy. Sent him to kill that motherfucker. Like,
yeah, the part that tripped me out was when she got naked and she became an old lady. That part tripped me the fuck out.
That milk's
I was
gone
like, you can't trust
bad.
this hoes.
Found out you had a fetish never knew. You go from old videos.
I was like, I feel a certain way. I can't explain it.
What the fuck happened?
What if that happened?
That's her
with you?
actual age.
I know.
Yeah.
It was like some trinket that was keeping her young.
Yeah, the necklace
thing.
thing was.
What happens if that were to happen with your girl, though?
How terrified
Like,
would you be if you was
been
putting in that work
relationship
and you ripped her necklace off on accident and she just got old on, like...
Went to go grab the hair, you accidentally grabbed the necklace, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh!
See, like the thing with that though, like you wouldn't even get this far because it would just be dust at that point.
You hope so. I might just
Saying
squint
no
down
snap
on you.
and some shit, this bitch just dust on your dick. You're like, ew.
Oh, boy, you know that happened with Infinity War. You know, people turning into dust.
People like, yeah, fucking nasty.
Mid-coitus.
What was America?
Well, if you don't want to keep watching Game of Thrones, you can watch Shield Hero. Because they're coming out with 2 more seasons next
2
year.
and 3.
Yes.
But
I thought we were going to have to wait a whole other fucking
why
year.
would I watch Shield Hero when I have Demon Slayer? That's a superior anime.
Wow.
Have you watched Shield Hero?
No, it's just the fact that he watched it and loved it so much that I just said that. Okay, read the room!
I don't have anything against Shield Hero. I just think like...
Well, he can't read.
Oh, shit. Damn.
That's why I'm still stuck on book 1.
It looks like
looking at the book like, I can't read.
You're in it for the pictures? Is that what it is?
Yeah, ain't no
There are
pictures
no
in that book.
pictures. I got the wrong book.
So when you read a Harry Potter book, you just skip to the chapter pictures.
I don't read it.
Harry's on a date.
Just reminded me.
You're not even a fan of Harry Potter, right?
There's a rumor that a new movie's in the works.
I heard that too.
The Cursed Child or whatever.
They're
the screenplay thing.
And all the original cast, or they're working to get the original cast back.
Have 5 movies total that they're going to do.
Well, I'm saying specifically for Potter though.
Nigga, what?
And yes, that's yes. After Fantastic Beasts, they said, okay, well, we'll allow for it to have 5 movies, but I think it's going to be 3 for Fantastic Beasts, and it's going to be 2 for The Cursed Child.
Because Cursed Child is like a play right now, right? It's not,
Well,
it's not even a book.
no, it was a play, but then they
turned it into a book.
Yeah, they made it into a book, but it's still written out as you're reading a play, like Shakespeare, basically.
How do you feel about J.K. Rowling basically assuming the old like position of Lucas and adding shit that's unnecessary to old shit that's already done? Like the whole Dumbledore's like 100 years old or whatever, and he poops. But he like teleports the poop out of his butt and somewhere else. She legit said that happens.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, no, that was. Okay, so you know the library, right? And you have the Tale to Be Unbarred and Quidditch and all that stuff. It's mentioned within those 3 library books.
Yeah, sometimes.
And people were asking about that, and they'll say, yes, he's that old to where he still does that practice.
Yeah.
He practiced teleporting his poop?
the
Remember back
practice of teleporting
then.
poop, like what the practice of wiping yourself.
Well, yeah. It's back then they didn't fly around on brooms and stuff like that. It was whatever they can find that they use. It's just brooms just kind of
not like he's practicing with the spell where it's like, oh no, I removed the poop and it ended up in somebody's coffee cup. It's like, oops.
That wasn't chocolate.
That's what they had to use the bathroom. That's what they did. They didn't have outhouses or any type of bathrooms. And they're not just going to crap themselves.
Did they poop and then teleport? Or did they teleport?
No, they teleport the poop before it even comes out of their butt, so they don't have to wipe.
That makes more sense.
I should hope so.
I don't have an issue with that because she's really just kind of answering questions that people are throwing out there, and then I like the fact that she's reading everybody's stuff and like, okay, well, this is what this is.
It is kind of weird, though.
No, what's weird is how if someone backtalks her and she goes and investigates and like, oh, you're about to lose your house, so I'm gonna wait for you to lose it, buy it, send a picture of me in front of it saying if you ever want to come visit your house again, just let me know. Because that's the type of petty person that she is. And that's exactly what she did.
Damn, son.
That's my type of bitch.
You can't give some niggas money.
She is so... Like, this dude was just straight up
clowning
her
she
for
is
like
such a nigga.
a month or something like that. And she waited. She waited him out. So, oh, well, I see you're about to, default on all of your stuff right now. Dude lost a house, and she remembered the dude's name so that she could find him on social media again. As soon as he popped up and said something, foul, it's like, oh, here's your house, by the way. If you want to come back and visit it sometime, I bought it.
That's my type.
I feel like this is why certain people shouldn't have money.
That's on that James Bond Bob Strike Back right there.
Right? You like looking people up and shit.
Hold up. He just said I would be that petty, but earlier in the podcast he said
because his True Colors finally coming out.
How am I petty?
Hey man, I won't be that. I don't got money, so I'm just saying if I had money, I would be petty. But I'm
Why be petty if you have money? Exactly.
Options.
Your whole logic just dropped on the floor right there. Whatever you were just trying to say, the world said don't.
She was saying you dropped your tongue.
Okay.
That's fucked up.
That phone, I can't remember.
OnePlus 7 Pro.
No, so the argument. So I was talking to Joe about Odin and Zeus. What?
You should ask Javi about girls with nice legs.
Well, that's done and over with.
Oh yeah. I completed
not really,
it
though, but okay.
Okay, I didn't know y'all finished it.
We haven't gone bird watching yet.
What were you?
But no, Odin and Thor, or not Odin, Thor. Odin and Zeus. Joe's saying that Zeus is stronger in the Marvel Universe. And I think that it's either Odin's stronger or Odin's equal. Because with respect to Zeus, they haven't shown him to have a lot of feats, but that's because it's not... He
not really. He doesn't play a main role in the universe.
Exactly, because Thor is a main character,
so
then his dad is going to be a main character. And also his dad's going to be in more stories, which means they need to give him bullshit like the Odin Force, which no one else has.
You know what's really stupid about the Odin Force is that he says that it is limitless, but I have to go to sleep to restore it. It's not limitless.
Word. He can't, I don't think he can absorb... Can he absorb cosmic radiation? I
don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be limitless in the sense of it'll never run out, but I have to. Well, I can't continually use it, so I have to you know what I mean.
So it's when he's at his full power,
if that's what he's
because it's one of those things where it's like Superman's strength. It's like it's as strong. He's as strong as he needs to be for the story. So if it's I need to Thor's bitch, I need to knock this thing down to 30% so he can take out the rest of the 30% and have an epic battle. So I'm gonna do bullshit. Boom, 70% gone. Now you go, son, because it's not about me. It's about you. It's your story. You're on the fucking cover. But Zeus is even more or less that because
he don't care about his kids.
And Hercules is not.
Hercules is not that big on the Marvel universe.
He's really not. He's in both universes.
Right? You see it too, right? Are you looking at the Fly too? Oh.
What?
I thought you were looking at the Fly.
No. I was thinking.
There it is, right there.
I was thinking.
Dead ass though.
I was thinking about how empty this room is. There's no pops in here. So I was thinking like she gets some in line and come home.
Tell you what you gotta do. You gotta get a scale Master Chief. Right here in the Muda Society.
Yes. I am full support.
I'm not.
Why? You come down at night or something like that, you see a silhouette, you're just like, and it has a gun.
I don't care too much for Master Chief, honestly. I don't care too much for Master Chief.
Get a scale Sentai Genji. That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool.
So yeah,
to answer, I still say Zeus is a higher tier because I do believe it's been a minute since I've read it to when Odin. I can't remember who he was fighting. That he went over into their space and time
into their pantheon because he's like, hey.
And Zeus came out and said, "I need y'all to stop this out, or otherwise I'm gonna give y'all the hands." And then he goes and gives the hands to Hulk. Well, like 2-piece Hulk.
Oh yeah,
Hulk quit.
Yeah. See, my only thing with that is, and I also remember you said something about Zeus talking down to Odin, like in that, and like he wouldn't allow that. My only thing is that in the Marvel universe, Odin knows he has the Odin Force. He knows he has limits, so it's like he can't use the Odin Force constantly unless it's like there's a reason he needs to use it or whatever. And in that world where you know like things, they're like, how many fucking enemies that could destroy all of Asgard? You got fucking like God, you got Surtur, you got all these other, and a bunch of other crazy things that look unassuming. Like you look at the Roxxon oil company where it's like, there's like a bunch of fucking humans. What the fuck are they doing? They're like in your fucking dimension stealing Uru metal with the help of Loki. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of dangers in the Marvel universe. He's not the type of, in the Marvel universe. Now, outside the Marvel universe, Odin would definitely, like you say, a word to him or call him princess, and he's fighting you too. But in the Marvel universe, I feel like he's not. He's more diplomatic. He does not get in. He does not drag Asgard into fights where he's gonna have to put out a buttload of energy to try to stop shit. Or
it's not. It's like the thing about it, when you look at it, it's really hard to like. When we look at stuff, right, and we look at the feats they've done, like, you know what I'm saying, like Zeus when he gave Hulk a 2-piece of a biscuit and sent him out. Did he not? He did, but then it's just like, now, which incarnation of Zeus are we talking about at this point now? You know what I'm saying? Like when we're trying to compare the two, because now when you send him to do that, you're taking them from this incarnation, then you're trying to add feats from a different one, from a different reboot and all this. So it's really hard to gauge. Like,
yeah, because Odin for the most part is usually consistent with respect to his feats, with respect to his powers.
I was gonna say Odin is probably one of the few people who is very
across the board.
Yeah,
because he's already up there. There's no reason to be like, oh, he's it's like no.
So it's just it's very hard to sit out here and try to compare the two,
especially because Zeus doesn't have feats like that. Like he doesn't have a lot.
Yeah,
he can 2-piece Hulk.
But like I said, that was done what 5-6 years ago. Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah, but that's also at the same time when Odin. That's what I'm saying. All that stuff happened within the same construct with Hulk being over there fighting everybody, and wasn't. I think Hulk fought Odin like right before that stuff too was going down. Like I skimmed that comic. I'm not even gonna lie. But I think Hulk fought Odin first, and that's because he thought originally his wife was captured by him and not Zeus, and that's why they were fighting.
Oh, there is a fight. Oh, yeah.
See, he's not crazy.
Exactly. But for him to have a very dragged out brawl with him and struggling with that, and then you have someone like Zeus. Now I was purely going off of for how they were describing Zeus and his power scaling for that. Not so much on what someone has done, because I don't like saying, "Oh, this person has done this," so they can beat them, because that's not to me. That's not how a full on. There's more to it for where someone.
If you're taking into account the entirety of the story and the context of everything, then power scaling is usually okay, as long as you're not being one of these people who's just like, oh well, he can one punch that guy, so he's just gonna win. It's just like, okay, but like context is there? Did he have any extra energy? Did he have this and third? Blah blah.
Was that his opponent weakened?
Yeah. Because because they've talked like one of Odin's feats is like, oh, he's repelled the Galactus, and I'm like, okay, but what Galactus? Are we talking about a weakened Galactus that's more dangerous because he's hungry as fuck, or are we talking about like a regular I'll just fuck off because you're repelling me or whatever? You know what I mean? Like there's two different things.
If it's, I don't think he's ever dealt with Galactus when he's hungry though. If I remember correctly.
See, because Galactus when he's hungry is more dangerous, but he's also weaker, so it's weird.
But see, for me, it's always the more dangerous one is one which is him hungry.
Because he's not going to listen to reason or anything like that.
Exactly.
He's just going to...
He's on that Big Mom.
He may be weaker. Yeah, I was going to say he may be weaker, but look how with Big Mom, she was doing way more destructive stuff than one.
She was doing stuff they didn't even know she could do.
And there it is, folks. We have entered the One Piece section of the...
You're welcome.
Hey. He's watched one episode. He's good. He's cool now.
He's working on his commitment issues.
I don't want to be cool.
Yeah, dude.
That's a lot of a lot to live up to.
Look, man, black men don't cheat. Let me be the shepherd for you through this world of One Piece to help you with your commitment.
He's trying real hard to be the shepherd.
That'd be a better line for him to say. He got the sideburns for it.
He's got to go. This got to go.
Yeah?
You're not going to grow out the mutton chops?
Can I have them?
Mutton.
I don't think I bought a Hero Click set since.
You bought that Superman that you always trying to use on people? Was it Superman or Odin he kept trying to use on people?
He likes them both. I remember it was either him or no us, and he used a Superman on you, I think. He had Superboy, and you hit him across the map. Yeah. But I know he does like that Odin because I have that Odin too.
That Fear itself Odin is pretty bad.
Yeah,
that's the 800 one, right?
350.
The only
Superman is 800.
Superman's 300.
There was one you had that was like up there, and
the only thing that I call that are 800 are Colossals.
Yeah.
So
it might have been an 800 point game because Javi do like big point games.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm trying to. Yeah.
I think the last thing I thought was either World's Finest or Batman Superman.
So one of them said something about
one.
cave people earlier.
About who?
Might have been you.
We all did.
But the final, because you know how they did War of Light was across months. Right now they're doing X-Men Regenesis, and basically you choose a Wolverine or Cyclops, and you get prizes based on which side you choose. And the final big grand prizes is like ancient Wolverine and ancient Cyclops. And like Wolverine has like these he doesn't even have bone claws. He has like these like gauntlet things, and he has like a lion head on, and Gambit or Cyclops has like a wolf head on or something like that. It's supposed to be like caveman time. I don't know.
I'm gonna just find those pieces on eBay.
Yeah, it's just they reminded me when they said, and I was like, oh yeah. What's the name comes out, and I think in like 2 weeks. X-Men Dark Phoenix Saga. So it'll come in 2x2s. It comes with 4 regular size figures.
Wolverine not doing like the man.
Ricky pulled Chase G at the pre-release. I pulled Shadow King.
I hate Shadow King.
You know, like Big Shadow King from animated series when he has the flaming sword when he's in the astral plane fighting Xavier.
Yeah,
that one. And I pulled Rachel, Phoenix Rachel. Her Phoenix is blue, looks beautiful.
Damn. Yeah, that was dope.
And I pulled a rare Gambit and Super Spyro, menu Spyro. She's nasty. She has phasing. She has phasing. If she moves less than 5, she can make a free attack, which is nice. I think she's like 11.
Kind of like how old Nightcrawler used to work.
Yep.
You move 10 spaces, and if you move 10 spaces, I don't know. Because Willis has it. He always used that shit. It's so annoying.
Also, I'm trying to think. Is it her or is it Shadow King? One of them have a move where like, who was it? One of them, because I read both of their cards at the same time. One of them have a move where it's like they have phasing teleport, and they have like TK and mind control or TK and pin psychic.
It sounds
if they use one,
Shadow King.
Actually, no. I think it's phasing teleport, and it might be mind control. And then, like he can use one, and if he uses one, he can use the other at no cost. So you can like phasing teleport and then mind control. And I'm like, oh, that's cheating.
Yeah.
No, it's cheating. You and Yondu.
Yeah. They made one for the movie, but it was in like the movie Gravity Feeds, and something weird with distribution happened. So like no one has that Yondu. They made like a movie Yondu that's supposed to be real nasty. Because they made a Yondu and a Nebula, and I pulled the Nebula chase, and the Yondu chase was supposed to be Target exclusive, but Target doesn't do HeroClix anymore, so distribution got weird with it. So it was on eBay for like $150 or something like that.
Yeah. Ooh, what you get? It's mail time?
At some point, nada.
What you get?
Hinata Hyoga.
Nice. Is that the one with like the lion fists and everything? Oh, that's dope. Oh, you have to put them on? That's weird. Why'd the box come like that?
Claim.
You're gonna try and take something from him with all these swords at his reach?
Look at all these weapons.
Look at all those chickens.
That little girl's so cute.
Hey,
Yeah.
I think you really do. I like you a lot. No,
It's really weird.
I
to
hope I have a
assemble the
child
box.
that awesome.
Word. That's why I'm like, why did it come wrapped in the box?
I thought it was gonna come like in a box.
In a box.
So
But
did
it came wrapped in a
did
box.
someone take that out of the box to wrap it in the box so you could put the box together?
I guess
Assembly
so.
of the box requires.
All assembly.
Word. Yeah. All right. I think we're done.
Are we?
I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta. I want to get a camera because I want to start getting swords again, so we can start doing unboxing.
Later, everyone.
Yeah.
Have a great day. You guys are awesome. We love you.
Peace. Bye, Josh.
What's our show?
Thanks for listening. It's like the only person that told me that he listens to the podcast. Jason too. Bye, Jason.
We love you guys.
There's gonna be more viewers.
Eventually,
At least 2 more.
They're delicious.
as I look off in the distance. Can't call our viewers delicious. 'Cause
Why?
They might be joking.
What? Well, according to vampires, you're the best ones.
Are they?
Gross. Gross. You recording, Joe?
Yeah, he is.
All right.
He was.
Well, I'm recording you. How you like that? You
I like
recording
them
me? I'm
out.
recording you.
Hear my words and see his face.
So I got Midoriya last
My
night and my
face is
Hinata came today.
Why you want to break your camera? Filming an ugly person like me, that's horrible.
You sure you don't want to sing for us on the way out?
Chala, hit chala.
It brings a tear.
It's like rain. No.
Why did you go for the one song that would do me damage?
Wait,
I
what?
fucking hate that song.
Why?
Nothing.
Why you hate the song?
Okay.
All right, I get one.
We're gonna end the podcast with
The
my
song
contempt.
that doesn't end.
I actually like that song. I use that to piss my sister off.
It goes on and on, my
All right, bye,
friend.
folks.
Some people start it. No.